Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another great Jerry show, I guess you call it. Live maker hanger chat thing that we do each and every Saturday. My name is Jerry. Welcome to 3DHP. I'm here in Las Vegas, and each and every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, we come to you live from all over the world. We have makers from all the world that drop in. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. We've got one man in the back room right now. We're going to bring him in. We'll get going, but welcome. Please like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Hello, everybody in chat. Thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to come in on camera and promote what you're working on or what you're doing, or if you're a company, a 3D printing company, you want to promote yourself, you're very welcome to do so. There'll be a link in chat. So without further ado and further delay, here we go. Let's bring in the first guest that we have. Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, yeah, I'm all right. A little bit wear and tear, but...
I just went live. My dog is bugging me wanting a cracker.
Yeah, my dog was just doing it before the show started. Oh, she was a pain in the bum.
Yeah,
she just was whinging.
All the salt, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 8 more rolls of Polymaker filament coming today. It'll arrive sometime while I'm live streaming, hopefully. And I can start working on my alien project again, my Xenomorph 7-foot alien project. And took me a minute to get it approved, or someone to see my ticket on Discord from Polymaker, but it's taken care of. They gave me a credit. With the credit, I was able to get 4 instead of 5 spools. If I would have paid the extra $9.95, I could have got the 5th spool, and then I could have had a 10 coming today, but I didn't have the extra $10 to pay for each of the coupon codes, so I got 4 each. But that'll get a lot more stuff done. Then I can come out with the next video and start using my gloop. Gloop is also sponsoring the build, and start glooping the alien together, film that, and get his waist done, and then we'll go from there. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm not doing so well. I get a bad infection.
Uh-oh.
In my leg. Yeah, I was bitten by something. I think it was a spider, but a very nasty infection on it on 3 different spots. So...
I know here in Las Vegas, they got brown loose. I think that's what they're called, spiders, and they can make your, screw everything up. Hello, Red Light. We were talking about you off camera a bit ago. Good to see you. Like to come in and hang out, Red Light? You're welcome to do so.
Yeah, speaking of the devil.
Okay,
I didn't mean it speaking of the devil, but you know the expression.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been printing on Fixed Dry. Sent me out. Well, they sent me codes to get 3 spools of filament to do a video for them. And 1 spool showed up 3 or 4 days later. A couple days after that, another spool shows up. Don't know what happened to the 3rd spool. It's not there. But I'm printing a bunch of goodies off of printables and things like that for another video that I'm working on. And I've got the X1 carbon going right now. I'm printing a mask from Chelsea. It's a scarecrow mask. It's what I'm currently printing in a tricolor filament, silk filament.
I think I have to redo the AMS units after this print is finished, because the PTFE tube what I changed out might be tiny. The diameter might be a little bit too small, so I have somewhere from Bamboo the PTFE tube, and I'm gonna try putting that in, see if it makes any difference. Because right now I have the problem when I feed it in, it grabs it, feeds it in, but it can't go to a certain point. Like, it only feeds it this much in, and then I guess it hit the PTFE tube. So...
That happened to me the other day when the PTFEs get wore down, like cuts them, and you take the unit apart, and you look at the tubes, it almost looks like there's a piece of filament in there. That's where it's rubbing inside the white PTFE, and it cuts it. And I know you replaced it earlier. I had that trouble a few days ago. Then when you go to manually feed it and the motor goes to grab it, it's like it's hitting something. So, yeah.
Hey, Pete, safe.
Hello, Pete. How you doing today? Hello, Joe, Red Light, Non-Fam, Sergio, Garuk. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Please like, subscribe, share. Really appreciate it. We currently have 17 people watching. We stream anywhere from 2 to 3 hours every Saturday. We can have up to 10 people at a time on camera. Sometimes we do. Usually we have 5 or 6. So, and Kenny's usually here today. He's been having a few health issues. I'm not sure if he'll make it today or not.
I'm still
Stopped
waiting.
last Saturday.
Talking about filament, I'm still waiting on my filament rolls of Polymaker. I don't know when this one is coming in. As soon as Nick is having some spare time, I guess he will do it. But I got some other filament in from another company, and it's scented filament what they sent me. And I made this. So all this is all scented.
Lilacs, I think.
No, it's what's it called?
If you buy
lavender.
if
Yeah.
you buy brown scented filament and you print little poop emojis, I wonder what that'd smell like.
Well, I made different test sample first, but the filament smells very nice when you use it in the printer, in printing. But as soon as you finish the product and you smell it, some are better than others. Like the orange, I can't smell at all. And but I did smell it when it was a little bit printing, but not. This was a very mellow smell from the orange, but the mango is very strong, or the strawberry when printing. The strawberry is very strong at printing.
Since filament absorbs moisture out of the air, I wonder if you printed something and then you had a, say, perfume bottle or a scented spray, and then spray that with that perfume and see how long the odor lasts.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. Maybe. But I made this for my mother-in-law.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, I made several other ones too. So, made a whole bunch actually.
Sebastian said he's got a bunch of scented Arion filament.
Yeah. I expected a little bit more, but it prints very nice. I have to admit, the filament prints very nice, but the smell, like I have orange. So I made a little orange. It smells. I just can smell it, but it's very faint. So I don't know if there's a trick somewhere that you have to do at a certain temperature or something. I don't know. What do you think, Sebastian? You think I should print it at a certain temperature so I have more of the smelly stuff left behind, I guess? Because every time when it goes through the printer and it gets used by the hot end, it heats it up, and then the molecule what makes it smell disappear, I guess, because they put, I guess, oils in here. So
Scratch and Snip. I remember those books back in the day.
Yeah, I do that now actually. No.
Just don't scratch and sniff while you're sleeping. You'll be all right.
Yeah. No. I made like little oranges. And I have mango too.
Here's Sebastian's comment to you on the screen.
All right. Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, I made a little mango. Then I made a tulip. Hold on. I put them all in plastic bags because I don't want them to smell escape. And the tulip, it's very strong, I think. It's very nice smell.
Guy the Jedi, you've seen your strawberries on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm about to show off the strawberry. I will post all of those later during the week. Every day I'm gonna release one fruit or one flower. So here's my strawberry. Printed very nice.
Here's for the next video. Here's one of the things I'm working on.
Oh yeah,
here's a goblin map
very strong
by Chelsea. I haven't taken off the supports yet.
All right. That looks nice.
Film how easy the sports are to remove for the video. I just haven't taken them off yet.
I like the tree support. I mean, the tree support on the bamboo are so awesome.
Check this out. Matt.
Yeah, I see that. Looks very nice. All the different colors. Rainbow colors.
It's from 3D Print World off of Printables. Came out really nice.
Yeah. I thought about to do maybe soon a giveaway, but UK only. And basically...
That's usually how hard they are to remove, Joe.
Yeah, they're very easy, I think, to remove.
Most of the time, they're real easy. They just crush. If you have trouble, take a small pair of pliers or something, and you can always snip them or break them. But usually, they're real easy to remove.
Yeah, I agree.
But I got a bunch of ghosties and a phone holder and some other masks. And oh, here's another cool mask by Chelsea. Good for a woman, I guess. And like I say, it's still got all the sports on it. Witch Sword. That's a twisty spiral sword, it's called, from 3D Print World. When I printed it on my cool plate, it wouldn't immediately come out. So I had to kind of mess with it with a small knife to get the first section out. Once I got the first section out, the rest were stuck. And I realized, I'm going to explain this in a video, that if I took my fingernail and I went around that smooth edge, I could feel a tiny little lip. Once I got a hold of that and I pulled off that little piece all the way around, then the next section came out. And then I took my fingernail, I ran it right on that edge, and then once again, I pulled that piece off, then the next section came out. So yeah.
I don't have this problem. I only have this problem on this bamboo that when I print the sword, the tolerance is a little bit off. But on this one, it's perfect, the tolerance. So if I print the sword here, it would just go immediately out. And on that one, I just can... It doesn't work for me. So on that printer. Okay. Even though they're identical, and this one is slightly off, and I did try to correct it by tightening the belts and etc. And
hello, Tech Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new person popping in. He hasn't been here in a few weeks. The one and only Timothy Hoogland.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
Hey.
You having a barbecue?
I'm trying to figure out why this is not coming through my my speakers.
I should do it. We can hear you fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are you on an iPad or a cell phone?
I'm on my...
On what you see?
I don't know why it's... There it goes. Now it's actually routing it correctly. What's up?
Hey.
Not much. How you been?
I'm good. I'm just outside with the dogs right now. I was about to light up a cigar.
All right. Oh. Yeah, my dad used to smoke cigars.
I saw YouTube said you were... Yeah, I haven't had one in a while. I got some of my house stuff done. I had a customer pick up a print job. I printed like this model of a turbo housing for a guy out of from Hebron, about an hour from us. So
Pete said he sent you a message a few days ago, web form. How long does it usually take to get a reply?
Usually like a day, if that. You'll get an automated message. You might have put the wrong email in if you didn't get a automated reply, or you sent it to the wrong thing. I just went through all the tickets today. Everything that came in had a reply sent out. So if you didn't get something, send another one in.
Yeah, I remember my dad, my whole life, he always had a cigar in his mouth. He wasn't a big, long one. I don't know if he cut them in half or what, but he always had a cigar about as long as a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. And then in the house, he smoked a pipe. My mom wouldn't let him smoke cigars in the house because they stink so bad.
Oh, no. I like the taste and I like the aroma of them, but the after smell is not great. Like, I won't even smoke these in the garage. I only smoke them outside. I have a couple pipes, but I don't really. I can never get the packing right. Like because if you pack it too tight, it doesn't stay lit. You pack it too loose, it doesn't stay lit. You gotta get it right, and it's just I haven't had time to sit down and mess with it.
Hello, Papa Bear. How you doing today?
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Zachary's 3D prints popping in. Zach, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you all doing? Hey, Timothy Hoogland. Nice to see you.
Thank you for joining in.
Smoking a big cigar. Nice.
Yeah.
It's like an average size one. I don't know. It's like 6 inches long. It's a
Average size.
It's an acid Cuba with a candela wrapper. It's why it's like kind of green.
I never could understand on a cigar you don't inhale a cigarette. You do. You just kind of puff on them and get the aroma in your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rob Mink popping in. Hello, Rob.
Hey.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if this will rotate me. Will this rotate me? Yes, it will. Look at that. You guys are bigger now.
Subsector, thank you very much for resubscribing. I appreciate that.
And Rob is also feeling way better, I guess.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Oh.
For that, I feel very terrible right now. I got a backache and an infection.
Hello, Jack. How you doing today? Jack in the shop.
So, Zachary, you going to Smurf?
I'm going to Smurf, yeah.
I'm gonna see
I
you
forgot that
there.
was happening.
Sorry?
I'm gonna see you there.
I'm looking
We already
forward.
booked our hotel.
Yeah, I also need to do that this weekend.
Hey, Tim, do you see that sword I just showed?
I did not. I saw that you went live, and then I clicked the stream, and I saw a StreamYard link.
Check out these
Oh, there you
colors.
go. That looks cool.
3D print world. It's called
That's
a spiral sword. It's free to download off
Nice.
printables. So really cool.
I wish I could share like photos off of my phone here, but I can't because I did that turbo print was like a 26-hour print and had a ton of support. It was a pain, but it came out good.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're busy in your business almost 7 days a week. You need to take time to print fun stuff once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that was for a customer.
How long are you staying at Smurf at Zachary?
Yeah, I will arrive. I think Friday, somewhere in the afternoon, and then Monday I will leave somewhere in the morning.
All right. Yeah. We come on Friday and we leave on Monday. Because this way it's not so stressful for my wife to drive down. Because it's around about a 3-hour drive. I know it's not much, but she suffers with almost like post-traumatic stress. But no, she suffers with MS, or what's it called?
MS.
Yeah, basically she gets very tired. And,
Oh yeah.
So one day before Friday, and then Saturday I'm gonna go early in the morning, 10 o'clock as soon as they open up, till 4 o'clock, and then I guess we can have some pints or some drinks. I don't drink much, so don't expect me to drink much.
I also don't. No, I usually. I'm
I have a Coke, you know.
Guy, I do like to drink, but just in company with other
Socially.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, social. Yeah. Not to.
Ladies
to
and
get,
gentlemen, we got Vincent
wasted.
popping in. Hello, Vincent. How are you doing today?
Hey everybody.
Yeah.
How's it going? Okay.
Yeah.
I finally fixed the K1. I know what the problem was. So
Yeah. What was it?
What was the
The
matter?
dogs wanted their balls.
the gear assembly of the filament was completely broken. So switch it out.
Primo,
Yeah.
this dog is broken.
Also broken gears.
Can you return it? Do you have
No,
guarantee on it?
I'm well past the return date. Do you want the ball? Drop it. Do you want this ball? Sit. Speak.
Run.
That dog will do anything for a tennis ball.
Yeah, one of my dogs will speak on command. It's pretty simple. Just they want a bone, don't give it to them until they say speak, and then you bark a couple times, and they eventually figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, Comet hasn't quite figured it out yet, but we'll get there.
I hear a train.
Yeah, there's train tracks. I don't know, about 2 miles from my house here.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds like an American train.
Well, it's good that
Amtrak.
it's right behind your house, and your whole house rumbles when it goes by.
Yeah, the condo I lived in before I moved out here. It was literally like right next to the condo building. Like it was so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rob, how you doing today? You're on mute there, but how you been?
I've been well, thanks. No, sorry, I was sneezing and my bird was jingling his toy, so I muted myself so that I wouldn't contribute to background noise.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I'm doing well. I was able to get a little bit of cleanup in my office done. I'm gonna do a little more. It still looks like a bomb went off after Earth. But go figure. Been working on baby belts and some stuff. I've been asking a couple vendors if they want to carry the kit for the Pro. So yeah, we'll see. And then I've got it right here.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Talk to Trevor from Navarre 3D that drops in all the time in Navarre, Florida. He might be interested. I don't know, but maybe.
Okay. I'm looking for somebody to like make the kits. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, like put all the bolts.
I mean,
and stuff together.
I might be interested if you want to send me the details.
Okay. I've got the GitHub. I'll shoot the GitHub link in private, which has the BOM and everything in the details. Hi, Betty.
Well, there's Trevor
Hey,
there.
Betty
Hey, Trevor. We're just talking about you, saying all kinds of things about you. Hello, Betty Boo.
Yeah, because I mean, we could. I got a lot of people I work with that can get like hardware kits made up, like with organizers, everything labeled and sorted and stuff too. Source all the parts.
Exactly what I'm looking for, and it's a fairly simple BOM. So.
Where are you sourcing like extrusion and stuff from?
It doesn't use extrusion.
Oh no, I haven't looked at the baby belt in a while.
No.
I might be thinking of another belt kit printer.
Potentially.
What was that other one? Because I've seen the baby belt. The baby belt. That's the mostly printed one, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. What am I thinking of that had extrusion? Is that the one that used an Ender 3 for the frame that I'm thinking of?
Probably.
I can't remember the name of that one.
Do you have anything there, Rob, you can show on screen?
I can go grab my baby belt from the other room if you give me just a moment.
Okay. And I'm going to share a picture. Trevor Navarre 3D has a really big printer, and he's working with some really cool film in here. He sent me some. I haven't used it yet, but let me show you what he's printing here. This was in a PM, and I finally figured out how to make the audio work. There's a button I'm supposed to check, which is right here. And
Oh.
I was going to tell you,
Wow.
with this filament, if you heat it up a little bit hotter, it looks.
Why do you make so many big rockets?
I ran all
Yeah,
this
that's crazy.
50, which is super hot, but man.
Is he shooting them off? Or?
no, they're to look at. He's selling them.
Anyway, just letting you know.
Wow, looks very nice. I like that one.
Very cool. Yes, red, white, and blue filament, I believe. I have some filament that he sent me. I haven't worked with it yet, but he sent me out 5 rolls of different types of filament.
Some Merca filament. Merca.
Merker.
Merca.
Yeah.
Right, Remo? Merca. Hi, Comet.
And probably
He just
film
wants me to throw
that
the
we
ball.
never can
Air,
get.
air compressor jack. When I get covered with sawdust, I close my eyes, get out my air compressor, and I blow myself off. That didn't sound right, but anyway, you understand.
I understand what you mean, Jerry.
Hello, Chris Travis.
What? Hi. Hi.
Fake filament.
Hi.
What is those chimes that I'm hearing? Who is that?
Oh, let me mute that. Sorry, that's me.
Oh, no problem, Tim.
It's fun background noise. Yeah. But
It's very echoing.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think the next print I'm going to mess with is I got that Comgrow T500 that Matt Farmer gave me.
Yeah.
The hot end's all messed up on it, so I got to rebuild that, but I think I can handle that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
I
getting the
didn't know it.
T500.
Ooh. I didn't know it, but at IRF, I didn't know that Capricorn sold filament, but I was on Royal Nomi stream like a week ago, and I just happened to randomly pop in, enter the contest, and I want to roll real pretty filament.
Cool.
And then
Nice.
some of Trevor's filament is by Layer Works, and here's one of the colors like he showed in the rocket there from Layer Works.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to see in the plastic. I haven't ripped it off yet.
No, but
I'll
it is also looking nice.
I'll be
It
doing
is.
some future videos on these. And I got 8 more rolls of Polymaker coming today, so I can start working on my Xenomorph Alien. I'll have enough filament to complete the whole lower part of it, and I can do another video and get it all glued together, which is going to be 7 foot tall once it's done.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's
But I
our
gotta
project get? Sorry.
I've got to make sure that when I glue it together, I leave part of it to hook up with magnets or pegs or something, so if it ever leaves the house, it can make it out the door. Because you don't want to glue it together too big and you can't get it out of your house. You got to break it. Don't want to have to do that. Oh, we lost Tim.
The very first printer I brought to Earth, I planned it so that it would be 2 inches smaller than the door frame, the biggest door in my house, and 1.5 inches smaller than the car we were going to put it in.
Mhm.
Wow.
Hmm.
How's the project coming along?
The Crooked Crow
Yeah.
project. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it printing as a normal auto-ejecting belt printer. I haven't worked on the tilt part yet. I did find that Clipper natively supports angle sensors. So instead
Okay.
of doing some like weird risky leveling routine, I was just going to use the angle sensors to make sure it's relatively level, and then have it do quad gantry leveling from that.
Okay.
So I need to wire that up, but I do have it printing. It has printed.
Cool.
Mhm.
How's your health
I like
now,
to
Rob?
see.
Are you 100% or no?
I think so. Every time I say that, I go back down. Michael Moriani and I were joking about, I should get the extended warranty on my health with all the issues I've had lately. But I'm feeling good. I'm having to be careful, but
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I think a
Rob.
lot of it too is work burnout. Yeah.
Do you have a tick?
Oh, a tick? Am I doing
Yeah.
that or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a
Yeah,
kink in
because
my
you-
neck.
Because you got bitten by a tick, so you have a tick now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that one.
I'm just joking,
I know-
you know.
I noticed that Bamboo Labs quit selling their dual-sided textured PEIs that were $35. I think that's what they were, because I got a bunch of filament embedded in mine. For some reason, a bunch of my prints was way too close. I couldn't get the filament out of it. I took it out in the garage, took a propane torch to it, the blue canister, heated it up to try to burn it off, and I kind of destroyed it. So I cooled it off, took some sandpaper, sanded it down. I haven't tried to print with it again, but I've been using a cool plate for the last 2 weeks with glue stick until I can afford to get another cool plate. But when I went back on their site, they no longer sell the dual-sided. They only have gold single-sided. So I don't know why they dropped the other one that was cheaper and went with something that's a little bit more money, and it appears to be single-sided according to the article. I couldn't see where it said anything about it being dual-sided. So.
Are the other ones out of stock then, that they removed it?
They're just not there. I don't know.
Discontinued. Wow.
Yeah, that's what it appears.
Mm.
So
That's
usually they'll leave the picture up and say they're not there, but I couldn't see them a few days ago.
Yeah, yesterday during my stream, I talked about the Wham Bam build plates because Wham Bam sent me some time ago, I think 2 years ago, they sent me a build plate for the Ender 6. I still haven't used it. It's a big one.
That's nice. I took some sandpaper and went over it so it's all smooth, but I need to put more nanopolymer adhesive on it and try a print. I think I can still print on it, but I have to try. I'll have to see. So I tried to burn off all the old film, and I couldn't get it off. I don't know why. Once the bamboo had went through, re-leveled everything, and everything was perfect, why it's printing too close on the first layer. I don't know why that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be happening.
I have a stupid question for you guys.
Nothing, no question stupid.
I have 2 Voron 2s.
Totally
2.4s.
Then you have 4. A 4 and 4.
They're not enclosed. I haven't put an enclosure in either one of them. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I cannot get larger prints to stick in any material. They always peel and flip off the bed.
Have you tried nanopolymer adhesive?
I've tried that. I've tried glue stick. I've tried just about everything.
You're too high is the only thing I can think. You're not close enough to the bed.
Did you level your bed, Rob?
Oh, yes. Yes, the printer levels itself too. And it looks, the first layer goes down beautiful. It looks great. About 5 or 6 or say maybe even 10 or 11 layers up, it peels off. And then I get a giant glob of
Which
death.
filament? Which filament type?
Any filament, PETG, PLA. Well, that's all I print because
That's
I have a
weird.
bird. I can't print ABS.
If the first layer sticking goes down good, then 4, 5, 6, 7 layers later, it shouldn't all of a sudden just rip off the bed like it has no adhesion. The
Yeah,
only thing
that's
I
my
can
thought.
think is you're too high. But you're a 3D printer guy. You know if you're too high or not. You've done it long enough, so I don't have an answer.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there are always those keyboard warriors always saying like, "Did you level the bed?" Of
Well,
course
it's
you did.
a Voron, so it does a quad gantry level, and then I have it set up to do bed leveling mesh. And one of them, I have the bed leveling mesh to be like 8 by 8. It takes like a good 5 minutes.
Pete's saying cooling issues. Or
Um,
Rob, not Tim.
Maybe a draft.
it's on the top shelf up there. You can see it right there.
Yeah, it should be warm actually up there.
And I have
Different
2 of them.
hotspots on the bed.
I have 2 Vorons, and they both do the same thing.
Okay.
I
That
would
doesn't
say
have something
cut
like
some cardboard and put it next to it and see if that makes some little changes. Yes or no?
Well, I have the panels for one of them. I can just put the panels on it.
Do you have a vent in your ceiling anywhere near that?
No, only
Okay.
floor vents in this room.
Okay. And heat rises, so yeah.
And the intake for it is over there, like
Mhm.
on the other side of the room from that.
Chat, what do you think? Any ideas? We got 29 people watching, so we got 29 ideas.
Yeah.
I say that it have to be, nice, not close enough to the bed. But if you use nanopolymer adhesive or glue stick and you're close enough to the bed, it holds anything. So
Shoot.
I don't know.
I think it's warping because it's too big of a print. And as it contracts, it pulls it up. I've tried with the bed, PLA with the bed all the way up at like 80 or 90 degrees.
Here we go. We got Tim dropping back in Tim's studio.
All right.
There he is.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry. I don't know what happened. My phone closed the browser for some reason, and I had to restart it. And I was like, I'm just gonna go. It's starting to get really windy out, and it was making my
It's
cigar
Tim
burn
from
crappy.
TH3D.
Tim, Rob's having
Oh.
trouble. His printer on his shelf, you see up above him, it's Voron. He'll print first layer perfect, multiple types of filament and bed adhesion, and then all of a sudden, 10 layers later, the whole thing's pulling off the bed, and you can't figure out why.
Well, even with PLA,
PLA or PETG.
did you put any type of glue down?
That's what Jerry said.
What type?
Yeah.
What glues have you used?
Glue stick and one of those. It wasn't the brand name. It was just one of those knockoff bed adhesion in a bottle kind of stuff.
I mean, what material like PLA? What do you run your PLA bed temp at?
I've tried everything from 55 up to like 90 on these.
I typically run 60 on mine.
Well, let's
you
pump the
tried
brakes here for a second, because I have PEI beds on Enders, on this Mercury, on my Voron 0.1. I'm familiar with PEI beds. I have it on my Piper. It's just these Vorons.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
They are cursed.
I mean, the only thing I would suggest is trying a different type of bed adhesive, like try Vision Miner, or we have our own too. I don't know if the other thing too is Actually, what I would try that doesn't involve buying anything, I would up your nozzle temp by like 10 C, at least just for the first layer, and then clean the crap out of the plate with soap and water, and then scrub the crap out of it with isopropyl alcohol to make sure there's nothing on the bed.
Been there,
You know
done
what
that.
I mean?
No.
Like so,
Are all
so with
your-
nothing on the bed, it lifts.
Are all the
It's-
borons you're
Are
having
you,
trouble
hang on,
with the
hang
top
on, hang
shelf?
on. What if you slow your first layer down? Maybe your first layer is going down too fast, and it's not getting a good bond compared to your other machines. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense, Tim.
Yeah, I've done that. I've tried printing at like 30 millimeters a second. I'm
Yeah, I
seeing
mean,
if I can kind of-
I haven't. Have you tried here? Do you have a plate that's a similar size that would fit in the print area on that printer to try a plate from another printer in case maybe you just got a plate that doesn't want to stick?
I could do that, but I have two Vorons with two different beds.
And they
One to
both do it.
350 and one to 350 and one to 300.
Then you know what? I mean, you could try dropping your cooling down. Maybe you're overcooling the build plate, just from the amount of air. I mean, I have crazy fan setups on mine, and I don't have lifting, but I also use a bed adhesive on there. Like I use our own stuff. We used to use Vigiviner. Like at this point, I don't run a print without adhesive just because I don't want to possibly deal with anything lifting. Like I just. You know what I mean? Like I just ran like this is what I did for us, but I just did this was the turbo model that I did for a customer, and this is the supports are still on here, but I did one in black, and this is one in just some random PLA I picked up from Micro Center a while ago. But this is a 26-hour print. I don't want this coming off the bed.
Right. You got to start over and you lose all that time. So
You lose the time, you lose the filament. Like I look at it this way, like I treat someone's mic's all sorts of screwy.
Sorry, mine maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
I treat the bed adhesives like an insurance policy.
Mhm.
Like, you know,
Mine-
that's what I do. Like I don't run prints without them, even if like here's the thing, I can run PLA on PEI plates all day long, no issues, especially the textured ones. But there's going to be that one case, like here's the thing, the nozzle when it was doing the supports hit a couple of these fairly hard, didn't lose steps, but like I think if I didn't have the glue down, it probably would have came off the bed. It hit it that hard. You know what I mean?
My
Like,
only thought is mine's not enclosed, so it could be that a larger print.
I mean,
it
so
could peel.
I mean, are you going edge to edge on the bed? Because the only time I've had issues with pulling up is when I tried to do a PLA print on the Ender 5 Plus. I printed trays for my cigar humidor, like drawers, like full drawers. So they were like 320 by 340. So it was almost full bed. They're big, large, flat parts, and no matter what I did, they worked. And the prints would stick to the bed, but then the plate would come up off the magnet, because it was pulling on it so hard. So if you have large, big, flat prints, it's going to pull up no matter what you do. Either the magnet's going to pull up, or not the magnet, the plate's going to pull off the magnet if the print's stuck to the plate, or the print's going to pull away from the plate. Like if you're dealing with large, that was going to be our next question is like, what are you printing on there that's pulling up? The easiest thing to do is just like print something smaller, like maybe half the size, like maybe like a 200 by 200 print or something like that, or 150 by 150, just something small, and see if it has the same issue. If it does, then that answers the question that you probably need to put an enclosure on it, or even just go get some, poster board and just slap it on the sides and have it as a temporary enclosure. But if the printer constantly needs it, then I would just probably, buy the acrylic panels. I know you can get those from a bunch of different vendors at this point.
I have them. I just haven't put them on the printers.
Well, come on,
Matt,
put them on
your
the
mic
printers.
is being really bad.
Put them on the printers. Come on.
Okay. Alrighty.
Stop being
Um,
lazy.
hey, Rob, are you
Yeah.
going to be here for a little bit today?
Until at least 5:30 or 6 Eastern Standard.
Why don't you throw something on there now and try that while we're talking? Just test it.
Put the
Yeah.
panels on and then do a
Well-
test print, or do it without the panels.
I mean, if it was me, if the panels won't take long to put on there, I mean, just put them on with like 4 screws. Don't put all of them in. Just throw them on there real quick and see. I mean, that's what I would do. That would be my next step if I'm like, I've tried stick, glues that I've used before that I know work. I've tried all sorts of different things, but it's not gonna be a bad thing. And here's the thing: most people I see with Vorons have the side panels on, so I feel like those printers are probably designed to be, use with the side panels. So if you don't have them, you're probably going to have issues, especially with larger prints. I mean, any printer, if you're filling the bed, even with PLA, edge to edge, even cranking the bed temp, it's going to pull up. It's just PLA shrinks, but not as much as ABS, right? Like basically, like we're able to print PLA stuff without an enclosure most of the time because we're not filling the whole bed, right? But if you got a lot of surface area contact in the bed, it's going to want to pull away from it no matter what you do because all those top layers, even though you're heating the bottom, all those top layers are going to want to start contracting. They're going to pull up. It's like the easiest way I can explain it, and this works with any filament, is if you take a piece of electrical tape, you kind of stretch it out, push it on a table, and then do that. Keep putting electrical tape like that on top of it, and at some point the ends are going to pull up. That's what your plastic's doing as it's cooling.
That's exactly why I started the whole conversation with, now I don't have it enclosed. Maybe that's the issue.
Yeah, well, and especially if it's a bigger part. Is it a bigger part you were printing?
250-ish. Yeah.
In each direction?
No. Just any, and generally any larger part. If I can print a very small part and it's fine, or I can print several small parts, it's fine.
Yeah, I would say it sounds like you need to eliminate drafts. I don't know what temperature it is in your room typically. I'm assuming it's warmer since you got the bird in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would honestly just keep it simple. Throw the side panels on and see if it works. That's what I would do.
I'll try that.
And we will have 2 drawings today. The first drawing will be from Ziltech Filament, 1 roll, USA only. If you win anywhere else in the world, it must go to a USA address where I can redraw. Once that drawing is done later, then I will have a separate drawing, which will be for Polymaker. That will be a different code on screen. So if you're interested in possibly winning a roll of Ziltech Filament, they just came out with their new filament line where they got dual and tricolor filament. Really beautiful colors, and it's been printing really nice. And hopefully whoever wins will try one of those colors.
You know, Jerry, we're always looking for people to feature in our weekly newsletter, like prints and stuff. If you wanted to, like, you have awesome prints. If you want to submit some stuff, we can. It goes out to like 22,000 people, and we get a 40 to 50% open rate on our email. So if you want to plug your stuff, that'd be cool.
What do you need a little write up on who I am, what I do, and show a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, like so basically we have like what it is, what it was printed on, any notes about the print, a link to the STL file, and then if you want to plug your stuff, like we can put a link to your channel or whatever you want. Like, so like if you have, I'm sure you've seen stuff going out where it's like, hey, so and so printed this with this, and like, you know, and like that goes for anybody. If you guys want to contact us, you can just use. What's that?
Where do I submit it? Where do I go to look for this?
You can just submit it on the contact page. Just submit it to the sales channel, and then we'll get it over to Krista. She's the one who does the emails.
Okay.
So yeah, if anybody watching or any of you guys here, if you guys want to have a little shout out or show off a print, like let us know, because we're always looking for makers to feature.
Well, on that regard, Tim, you said you wanted to see the baby belt.
Yeah.
I have one here.
I need to see it, Jerry.
Let me pull that down.
I see some fingers on the build plates.
Whoa! I clicked removed on that, and I've dropped Vincent. Sorry, Vincent.
Oh, no mind.
Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Somebody
he's right there.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, never mind. I'm mistaken.
But it was the K1 from Vincent.
Yeah, I fixed it, so it's running.
I bought a K1. I don't know if you saw that. I bought a K1. I have one sitting brand new in the box in the other room here. Yeah, Gabe has been in our Print Divisions, aka Gabe. He's been in our newsletter multiple times with some really awesome prints.
Print Division says, Tim, can I be a maker of the week? Submit your stuff, and then they'll choose, I guess. However they do that.
Now I see the difference. If you see, compared to this one and this one, the holes are way smaller. This one is way bigger.
Oh, your PTFE for the bamboo?
Yeah.
Yeah, those tubes in AMS get cut real easy, and you got to replace them frequently. When you take out the 2 screws in AMS, tip it up, you can actually look at the tubes and see what looks like a piece of filament in the tube. That's a cut line where it's starting to burrow through the side of the PTFE, which will snag the filament, throw an error on the screen. So that happens frequently. I haven't tried putting in tough tube or Capricorn. The tolerance are tighter. I don't know how that would work in an AMS unit.
That was my first thought as well. Like, exchange them for the cap tubes. But
The toughness may be good, but for an AMS, I don't think that you want the as tight of a tolerance because you want it to be able to push it back easier.
I was talking to people who have the bamboos about that, and they said that it does not play nicely with tighter tolerance tubing because we carry our tough tube, which is the same thing where it's the tighter diameter. Now, my thing was, and I kind of want to get my hands on one to see, is if you extend the tube a little bit to intentionally add a little more slop, right? What would that be? Like, would you need to cut the tube 2 millimeters longer, and then, it'll be happy with it, but it is expecting a certain amount of slop in that tubing, you know what I mean? The other thing I was thinking about doing is just making standard internal and out ID and OD tubing with the same formula that's more wear resistant, but just has the same specs of the internal and external diameter. You know what I mean? So basically, could be used in there and hopefully last a lot longer. Because I have seen multiple people I've talked to that have the bamboos. They say the big pain point on that is the tubing wearing out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right now, I'm printing all these videos, all this film, and I've got an external spool set up. I disconnected the AMS because I was having a few issues here and there, getting errors on the screen, it pausing, and I replaced one of the tubes. So because I'm only running a single spool, it's a lot easier not to use your AMS. Just set it next to the printer, run it directly in the back to the hot end. It's the best way to do it if you're just working with one spool. It saves wear and tear on the unit.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering if what's the word I'm looking for? I'm also wondering if Creality is going to come out with something for the K1 for multi-material, because I would be interested in something like that, because the only thing that really interests me about the bamboos is the what's the word I'm looking for? Is the multi-material, right? I'm not a fan of the I'm not a fan of the cloud stuff. I do know, I didn't look to see, did their enterprise one, is that one can run fully standalone? Does that one support the AMS? Because if that's the case, I might be interested in one of those, just because I don't want to be having the cloud stuff. I'm just not about that.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. And as far as my X1 Carbon goes, 99% of the time it's perfect. The other 1% I have issues, but it's almost a perfect machine in my opinion. Almost. And the print quality blows away everything I've ever printed on any printer.
No, they do print well. My whole thing is, though, at some point they're gonna force you to either disconnect it from the cloud and have limited functionality, or upgrade the machine, because at a certain point they're gonna end of life the electronics in there. Right.
That makes sense. That eventually.
I've seen that. I had, for example, just something that actually happened. I had an OBD Bluetooth dongle that went to an app on my phone, something that doesn't really need to be on the cloud. Well, the company decided to stop doing updates for it, even though it's a Bluetooth device, right? So it's not even a Wi-Fi connected device. There's really no security concerns there. They just stopped letting you use it. They're like, well, here's a 20% off code, the new one. It's but the one I have works fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen. Right now, another thing with another cloud, with cloud stuff, Philips Hue right now is now forcing everybody who has their bulbs, they're closing off local API access for people. So people using Home Assistant to talk to them, and they're forcing you to register their bulbs with their cloud shit now.
That would be a no for me.
TreadNet, or not TreadNet, TP-Link. I had a bunch of smart home devices, plugs, bulbs, and stuff from TP-Link, in-wall switches. They closed out the local API access, and they kind of pedaled it back once people started getting pissed off, but they then pushed it out again. So I've been constantly screwed over by companies locking down things into their ecosystem to invest my time and money into that platform.
They are going to do something similar with Philips.
Yeah, well, and at a certain point, they're gonna have to end of life those printers, and at a certain point, they're gonna say, hey, you guys can basically only use them in offline mode. Or the other thing too is, because I've seen other companies do this, where all the cloud stuff is free right now, but at a certain point, once the market gets saturated and they're not getting enough sales to sustain the cloud servers that run all that stuff. They're going to be, okay, well, you guys are only going to get like 10 hours of cloud, AI detection, or, hey, you're going to have to start paying for it, or you'll get 5 prints a month or something with all that stuff. And they're, because all that stuff costs money to run, right?
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of those features on those printers are reliant on the cloud,
Yep.
Makes sense.
And I don't see them being a company where they're going to be like, okay, well, we don't want to keep supporting this old CPU and software in our older printers, and like, hey, here's an upgrade kit to change the board out. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to tell you to buy a new printer.
Absolutely.
Like, this is where my mind goes, and this is the same thing with Creality. Like, the only reason I bought the K1 is I know you can get in there and take their crap off and put regular clipper on there. That's the only reason I bought it, is because I know you can go in and rip all their crap out and put standard open source software on it. Like, if somebody figures that out or makes a board for the Bamboos, I'd probably pick one up. But until then, I'm not doing stuff that's reliant on another company telling me, like, yeah, we're going to keep supporting this machine or not, right?
100% there with you there. Yeah.
Like,
this
that's my
proprietary
concern.
nonsense. Yeah. Proprietary nonsense needs to end. Otherwise,
Like,
we're
and
gonna end up
I'm not
with
saying the
HPs.
printer. I'm not saying it's a bad printer. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that at a certain point, there's going to be pain associated with the setup. Whether that's buying a new one or, being forced to take your machine offline and then not having access to, stuff that you bought.
Mhm.
Is really what it comes down to.
I've been waiting on FedEx to deliver my 8 rolls of Polymaker filament. He just drove down the street. I'm in a cul-de-sac. He turned around and left. It's like, dude. So I don't know what the deal is.
Okay, so now Amazon has canceled my account cancellation and reinstated my seller account after I bitched about it online.
Yeah, publicly usually works with lots of things. Being public about it.
Like, so I was just trying to start, like, wipe my account and start fresh, because there's, like, I've had the account for like 16 years, and there's just, like, purchases from, like, other things that it keeps recommending stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to see this old crap on here, and you can't, like, delete them. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna delete the account and make a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what ended up happening was they canceled the cancellation. So, I made a new account, and I had, like, the affiliate program signed up, and my affiliate account is still active, actually, on my old one. They killed my new one, saying I violated their terms, but I'm in here right now, and it's active.
Weird.
Super weird.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna... The first person I dealt with was just not helpful at all, and so I was just like, hey, you guys, I'm just tired of dealing with you guys. You guys clearly don't care. Like, I'm small potatoes, right?
Yeah, look, this is what happened. Now I cannot open and close it anymore. It's locked. It's completely
What is
stuck.
that?
That's from the K1.
Is that the
Extruder?
stock extruder? I heard the stock extruder has issues.
See? So, and when I open the cap, then it works again. But then the gear assembly and then the piece of plastic fell out of it. I couldn't find it anymore.
Well, that's the
So-
problem. It's plastic gears and something fell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why is this locking then? Yeah, look, when I put the cap back on, you cannot lock it and unlock it again for the filament. So, switch it out and it's working for now. So, these things are pretty expensive.
How much are they?
40 euros.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anybody have any comments on this post?
I'm manual controller for myself. What is a simple core? I've heard that. Is that another Core XY? Yeah, it's another Core XY. I've heard better stuff about the if you're set on the Big Tree Tech stuff. I've heard better stuff about the Octopus series versus the Mantas. I don't have specifics, but just hearing people talking about
I'm a
about
huge fan
them.
of the Octopus series.
My whole thing, that Manta, that has the built-in. I think that's the one with the built-in SBC. Personally, I am not a fan of devices like that. You know, it's like, you know, you buy. They've got like, you know, router modem access point combos for your house. I don't buy stuff like that. I buy a separate modem, separate router, separate access point, because if one dies, you can just replace one. You know, and I know there's modular with the compute modules in the CB1. However, that SBC board is integrating to that. Like,
Yep.
that's just me. But I have heard better feedback about the Octopus line in general versus the Manta line.
I have
Like,
the
just if we're
Manta. It's a
generalizing.
great board with the CB1 on it.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, if something is wrong, you can pop that board out and replace it with another one.
And
Right,
they do
what
make
I'm
a
saying,
carrier
though-
for it.
But what
too.
I'm saying though is that the Manta has there's more than just the board itself. You got the step downs to power the board and stuff. So if any of those go, like, you're replacing the whole control board versus having a separate board and a separate control board, a separate SBC and a separate control board.
Granted Vision, where'd you post it at?
And like knowing Big Tree Tech's quality control, I'd be more comfortable having two separate boards, even though it's less convenient, right? Than having something that's all in one. Because, like, you know, let's say the voltage regulator that powers the actual onboard, like the CB1 or the CM4, goes out. Well, now you got to replace your whole control board versus just having a separate control board, because they have their what is it, the BTT Pi, which is basically like a CB1 on a separate board.
Mm-hmm.
Printed Vision.
Like, that's
whisper
what
to me
that's
on
what I
Twitter.
would do. I would do that plus the
Oh, wait a
Octopus,
minute.
so you have two separate ones. So if
Oh,
one
I got
dies,
it.
you
I
just
see it.
switch
I
out
see
the
it.
other.
Yeah, you are more into the electronic part of 3D printers, especially with controller boards and stuff. It's amazing
Oh,
so far.
who's that?
I think
that
it's
me?
Rob.
It's me.
Okay, I got it.
I don't
Printed
know.
Vision. Vincent,
I don't
here's
know.
a link to the YouTube video from Shep on the K1. And let me go
Oh, yeah.
grab.
I'll mute myself if you guys think it's me. I don't think
Yeah,
it
there
is.
it is.
I think it's me probably. Hold on, let me mute me.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's Matt. It's Matt. I wish it had, like, on Discord when you're having a group call, it tells you who's making the noise. Like, I wish StreamYards had kind of like a little light that lit up next to the person's name. You know what I mean? Like when they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When it's going overboard,
convenient.
like that.
Printed Vision, if you have a link for that.
Is it better now?
I seen the YouTube video. At the moment.
What
Yeah,
do you
it
guys
sounded.
hear?
It almost sounded like a not like interference. I was gonna say ground loop, but it didn't sound like ground loop. But it's definitely like interference.
Electronic sound of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me mute.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna start this printer here. I've put just taped panels on it.
We
Four
see.
on 2.4. Use Polymaker PETG, Polylite PETG. So I will go through your recommendations for what to do
So
for print
PETG
settings if you guys want.
So
Better now?
PETG, you should be running like an 80C bed temp for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tripod.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it is, Matt.
All right, cool. I had to settings change from default to another setting.
Blame it on Lily.
Yeah, Lily, shame on you. Go to you. Go outside.
The bird was dancing, I saw. Oh.
Oh yes, he desperately wants out.
What kind of bird is that? Is that an African gray?
It is, yes.
Oh, those
They
are so
taste
cool.
delicious.
Krista has little conures, and I'm just not a fan of them. They're so loud.
They are super screamy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Good
fan of the
no.
screaming ones, but I know those guys are super fucking smart, and
But
they're really cool.
He, if you're not careful, he trains you for the behavior he wants instead of you training him. Like, there was a point for a while where, I'd take him out of the cage and give him his treat. I can't even say it, otherwise he knows what it is and he goes nuts. But the success, because I got him as a rescue and he hadn't been let out in 17 years and he was not hand friendly. So getting him out and handling him, it was a reward that I'd give it to him when he goes back into the cage.
How old is he?
He's 26.
Yeah, I know they live for a long time, don't they?
I hope he makes it to at least like 65.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there. Yeah, you're gonna have him when you're old too.
Hmm. He's a great boy. He's so sweet. I mean, when I got him, I couldn't handle him as pliers to take the food bowls in and out and everything else. And now he's dancing because he wants me to let him out and interact with him. But I don't do it when I'm wearing headphones because he doesn't like headphones.
Does he bite you much or no?
The last time he bit me, I was wearing headphones.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because I know some of those birds, they get really big. They can snap your finger off if they get mad at you.
Yeah, he put a hole through my lip.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's like a cat. A cat's
Stop
friendly.
kissing
till
him.
it's not.
No, he was
Yeah.
on my shoulder and I was wearing headphones. I was in a stream kind of like this, except with a couple friends. And he went to nibble on my lip, and I was like, okay, he's just gonna. And nope, he just went right through it.
Oh,
Hello,
ouch.
Maker Mine.
Yeah, but I have the baby belt here. If you guys want me to show it off real quick.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Okay.
More babies.
So this is the baby belt pro.
That one. Okay, I remember with
Yeah.
the bed with like the you guys are using fabric for the bed, aren't you?
Right, it's fabric with an iron on. The
Yeah.
iron on goes into the bed, and it actually.
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
I have not had a problem with bed adhesion with this bed at all. And I've made a second one and I sold it at Earth, and I'm making a third one now. But it's with a screen and standard ender board. I'm using an S-Carry 3v3 heated bed with a Voron 0.1 bed. Revo nozzle with the linear rails. NEMA 11s and 17s. It's a fun little printer. I'd love for somebody to make a kit for it. I think it's good enough to be kit worthy personally, but of course I'm biased.
Share a
I
link
mean,
in
it could
private
be
chat
it
so
could be
people can
fun.
learn
Like,
more information.
I mean, it could be fun to like just see if anybody bites. Cause I mean, like if we, oh shit, like it wouldn't be too much work for me to put together like get quotes on like all the parts that'd be needed for it. And then like figure out what the price would be, and then do like, hey, we're gonna open up a pre-order for like 50 of them, and then or 20, or we need to get at least 20 before we move forward with it, type of thing.
Yeah. Well, I had several people talk to me about making kits at Earth, and I've
I
reached out
could
to a
actually
couple of
send
them.
out. I could actually, what I could do, because we've been doing this, I could send an email out to our email list and like take a survey on if that'd be something people would be interested in, right? And basically, if we get like, cause I did that before, like there was actually figured out how to, I figured out how to add a fifth driver onto our easy board using some pins that were not being used, and it seemed like something that people would really want. Well, then I was like, okay, well, we need at least 50 people to commit to buying the adapter board at like $20, to get to have us do a production runs, right? So I sent out a survey and we got like 10 people. I was like, yeah, I'm not moving forward with this because it's not worth the time, right? Like to go through and do PCBs and source all the parts and, design this, because I just basically breadboarded it on the bench and hacked it up as a proof of concept to see if it would work, and it did. But it wasn't worth doing because if only 10 people are gonna buy it, I'm not spending my time on it. Like, it's not worth the time. There's just certain things, and it's sad because there's like some cool ideas, but the reality is like just some people, like a lot of people don't like some of the things, and it's not gonna be a hot seller. So, it's not worth doing. It's not worth spending the time on. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah.
So we'll see. And because I've been burned by that before. Like we had tons of people. We had tons of people that are like, oh my god, yeah, we want the enclosures for the Ender 6, which I still have mine. So I bought like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 of them, and it was expensive. Like it was over $120 something it cost per enclosure, and and then we had to like package them. That was just the raw parts, getting the extrusion with the nuts and bolts, and having the extrusion tapped and cut to length, having the acrylic panels cut. That wasn't including then, cleaning them all up, getting them ready so they get all the machine oil off, clean them up, packaging them up. By the time like out the door cost, like with shipping, because they then hit the free shipping threshold, we were at like $140 to $150 a unit. So we started them out at $200. I ended up having to sell them for $100. I was losing $50 a thing on them, and I had to so now I'm like, okay, unless people like, I used to be really opposed to like pre-orders on stuff, but I understand now why some companies do it, because people will talk, oh yeah, I want this. Put your money where your mouth is, because I'm tired of financing these pet projects only to be stuck with the bill, right?
Right. Well,
Yep.
Micro Center did approach me at Murph for the normal baby
They
belt,
did
not
to
the
me
Pro.
too. They did to me too, and they never followed up with me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to
For
know.
a bunch of our stuff. Like they've reached out to us a couple times, and they even like ordered like a couple of random things, and then like just never followed through with it. Like, because we've had stuff.
Don't you get a card from them and you contact them?
Mhm.
I did. They haven't gotten back to us, and I'm just not.
Yeah.
If they don't, if they're not, if like the one of their guys that's like handles the resale, like he was super interested in our control boards, our lighting kits and stuff. I was like, yeah, I mean, we can work something out. Like, we can get boxes ready, because we just bulk pack everything. Like, our boards come in just sealed static bags wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm not big on getting expensive boxes that are going to cost $1 to $2 a piece that just get thrown out once the customer has them. Like we try to stay pretty lean. Like, and we've had like a couple people complain about it. It's like, listen, I'm not going to bring the product cost up just to make a pretty box. Like, we wrap everything nice up with good packing paper. We use like recycled craft paper and stuff, so it's technically more eco-friendly too. But the main thing is, like, why would I spend money on a nice looking box that's just gonna get thrown away after the first 15 minutes somebody has it? Like, who cares, right? So, but for retail, I get it. Like, retail, it's needed, and we could make the boxes. I've had boxes made before, but yeah, like. I've had a lot of companies actually approach us about reselling stuff, and either they want to resell it and get a really good margin. Basically, we'd be selling them at like 5% over cost, which is not worth my time then at that point, because I'm barely covering my transaction fees. And, because most of them pay by credit card, and I'm going to lose 3% of that. And then on top of that, they're like, well, we want. I was like, then I'd be like, okay, well, if you're making the majority of the money, you're doing the support on the customers you sell to. They're like, oh, well, we can't do that. I was like, well, then you're selling my stuff. Like, if you're selling it, you're supporting it, right? Like, that's like everything we sell. Even like someone buys a roll of Polymaker from us, they contact us for help. We're going to help them, right? Or somebody else's product, like Creality boards. You buy a Creality board from us. You're not going to Creality for help. You're going to TH3D for help. Like, that's where a lot of the deals have fallen short. Is like, there's a lot of people that just want to make a quick buck reselling parts, but they don't want to have any skin in the game in terms of actually supporting their customers.
What about if you had a sticker on the box, a big sticker, versus having the whole box done in color? Why not have your product sticker on the box, something large you can stick on it?
No, I mean that's what we were gonna do for Micro Centers, find a standard box size and then just get stickers made to put on the box. But even then, you're talking for small boxes, you're talking 50 to 75 cents a box plus packing materials, add another 20 to 25 cents if it's the foam. Then you're talking time to package them into there, and then you're talking the stickers at another 20 to 30 cents per sticker. You're almost at $2 then. We've priced all this stuff out before. And we would do it, and it would end up being a higher retail price at Micro Center. Like the Big Tree Tech boards are a couple dollars more at Micro Center versus buying them directly from Big Tree Tech. Just like how when they sell on Amazon, they're a couple dollars more because there's more overhead dealing with it like that. So, and like stuff like that, we would have the boxes and stuff just made in the U.S., which also then brings the cost up. Because we want to make sure everything goes in there.
My room smells like mango now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Subsector 3D popping in. She is a great streamer over on Twitch. She's always making amazing things and prints and her hat, sublimation.
Are we on Twitch right now, Jerry?
Yes, I'm on Twitch and YouTube right now.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey,
hello.
hello.
How you doing?
How's things? Things are well. I am just trying to get this room set up and get all my stuff done. It's been a little hectic. So yeah, getting this room set up. I had to move this credenza today by myself. So
that doesn't look like fun. That big one behind you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That looks quite heavy.
It is. It's solid wood. It's heavy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then of course
that answers my question.
it wouldn't turn the corner. So then it was like, oh damn, I'm gonna wait, and then I had to like lift it and do this little thing, and then I just slid it the rest of the way. So it's like
I picked up a printer from one of my buddies the other day that was so big it would not fit in my truck. I had to take it apart in the middle of the street to fit it into the truck.
I've
It was
done
so
that.
big.
Yeah, I've done that. My 75-inch television in my living room. I took it all out of the box and slid it in my car, and it just.
Dan has an alias. I didn't know that. I didn't know you'd Maker My Nexus with DB3D Dan.
Yeah, Maker.
It is?
Yeah, that's a new branding thing he came up with. I think the Maker Nexus. What are you
Okay.
doing, dog?
Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Did you see Remo just slam his head on the freaking desk there?
No.
Who? What?
Remo, the dog. My
Oh.
When
dog.
are you stream Subsector? When are you streaming again?
Actually, tonight. That's why I popped in.
Oh, cool.
So I have a build I'm doing tonight. Let's see how it goes.
What are you
It goes
working
well.
So I just got. I don't know if you can see it.
Good.
SV05 Cube.
I just bought one of those because they were on sale for $169. I have it sitting over here.
That's why I got it. I just.
Yep.
I'm gonna unbox it. So
I knew other people were gonna buy it. That's why we bought it. Because
So
I'm gonna be
it's-
doing firmware and stuff for it.
So it's out of the box. This is the box is removed, right? So I've been getting set up. Got my other printers going. I've got my IDEX running in the other room.
What IDEX do you have?
I have the Solval SV04. I love it.
I have one of those sitting in my garage. My buddy gave it to me.
Oh my gosh, dude, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna be messing.
now
I'm gonna be messing with that one and the SV05, and I also have the SV07. I got a lot of printers sitting around here right now.
Yeah, I just got this. Like I said, I got it like a month ago because it was on sale for the 169 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
And
that's what got me to buy it. I was like, ah, shit, I can't pass that up.
I mean, I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 second, please. We got Tripods Garage dropping in. John, everyone. Hey, Tripod.
Oh,
Tripod.
All
how
right,
are
well,
you?
on that,
It's a-
I
it's a
got to
Duncan.
get going then
I
if
figured that.
John's gonna
Tim
be
can't
here.
handle me. I guess.
So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing an unboxing on this. I'm just getting ready. I'm getting everything set up and trying to.
You
get
just
it
told
done.
us though that was already unboxed. You're playing with my
Well,
emotions.
it's out of the box.
Hey, Pesley.
There's pieces here. That's as far as we got.
But if it's already out of the box technically.
It's out of the box. It's just easier to do stream with it out of the box. I don't like doing the box.
Yeah, I
call
have.
it unboxing.
Yeah, it was a
Ladies
pain.
and
I took
gentlemen,
this
we
one
got
out of the
Tim
box.
from
I got to
Canada. Hey, Tim.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
Tim, how are you?
the Tims are
Good.
here.
All the
the
Tims
Tims.
are here. All the
And
The
I'm
Tims.
filming.
Question,
Oh,
guys. The PTFE tube for the bamboo. The normal one, what I have, is the 2mm form OD.
Yeah,
form
2
width.
millimeter. Yeah, 2 millimeter internal, 4 millimeter external. That should be what you
Hey,
have.
Rob Mink.
Yeah, but this one didn't fit in the thing because the
We have
bamboo
Tim
is
here,
bigger.
which has done a lot of
Is it
Voron.
bigger? I
Yeah.
thought someone told me it was 4 and 2, but they could have been wrong.
Must be 3 and 4, I think.
Is it?
I'm not sure. Check.
Oh, that's really nice, Tripod.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
really
very
nice.
nice.
Let me change cameras here. Hold on. Let me move you up here. There you go.
Hey John, if you're looking for stuff to cut, you want to make me a
Breaking
big
Bad, love the
TH3D?
show.
Want to make? Can you?
Say my name.
Okay, let me ask you this, John. Serious question. If
Yep.
you cut that out and I put like an edge light LED, will that light up where you engraved?
Oh yeah, so this is a cutting board. So what I did a reverse image on the back.
Oh, that's glass. Oh, okay.
But so in video for S1, it lit up really nice with just the lights on inside. So I did it in
What's
the dark. I just finished engraving this one.
What's the
So-
biggest like sheet you could cut,
Well,
like
this
or engrave?
okay. So you're talking about
I'm not talking about glass. I'm talking about acrylic. I'm talking about plexi. Yeah. What's the
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
plexi
So
sheet? You
acrylic,
could
yeah,
cut?
you had to do that on CO2. So
Okay. Do you not have a CO2?
I do. I think that's a 4. It's like it's just a 350 squarish. So I had to see what the Quakey cloud is.
because it's
Yeah.
clear. If it was colored,
Because I'm
Tim,
looking
you
at
could cut it on
I'm looking at trying to get some like decorations and stuff to put up in the
Mhm.
print farm, and that'd be kind of cool. Like I
Oh,
would
yeah,
pay you
the-
to do it.
The CO2 is fun. I mean, literally, that's
My
all I
CO2
would
is
use
small.
the CO2 for. Almost is for glass and for the acrylics. But I mean, this I did a little bit different of a technique for this one, and it just came out like this was literally the most perfect glass I have engraved on a machine. So I
It's
just took a
looking
little
very
bit more
nice.
time with it, but yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed at how that came out.
I'll be right back.
When are we going to see a video on that, John?
It should be hopefully released tomorrow. I'm actually uploading all my my footage right now to DaVinci, so actually to the computer so I could edit. So
Ken,
tomorrow,
Pad TV,
Monday
who
the
had that-
latest.
Okay. That SVO5, who had it that cheap? I know Tim said he picked one up real cheap. You got one cheap somewhere?
It was on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it on Amazon. They had a sale on it. So
Yeah, last week somebody in chat had posted, I shared the link where Amazon had, I think it was a Creality resin printer. It was marked, or somebody, Anycubic or somebody, and it was marked way down. It was a $500 resin printer marked down like $139. It should have been like $450, $460, but the link got screwed up. And evidently later when I looked at it again, I noticed they had fixed the problem. But sometimes you can get great deals.
yeah, it was a great deal. It just popped up on my you might be interested in.
Yeah.
I buy enough stuff from Amazon to support it, I think all of us do.
We currently got 38 people watching, 23 on YouTube and 15 on Twitch.
Nice.
There you go. I made my own little thing too.
So yeah, I'll be doing. Oh, what is that? Oh, look at that. That's cute.
Did you eat it all, little piggy?
So it actually will do a mesh, like you're leveling your bed, right? So it's almost the same type of technology as a BL Touch in it, and you can see the, I don't know, there you go. You can see the curve.
Yeah,
and it does like if you're in what is it called, Octoprint, or even with Clipper, you can see the bed, right? So it does the same. That does like the same thing. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
So it does a physical probe, or it touches the part to figure out the height.
Yep.
Nice. That's super cool. I've seen other technologies where you feed the STL into the STL of the object or OBJ file into the laser, and then it figures out the mapping on how to wrap it from there. But those are typically more expensive lasers, like Lotuses and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a very unique laser. I mean, it's about time that these companies start thinking about more of safety, because people don't pay attention to safety, and that's why they don't, a lot of people don't recommend it, because they don't want to adhere and do things by manufacturers' recommendations. So, but this is all enclosed. It's got Class 1 certification, so it's definitely a nice machine.
P49 Tech, how are you doing today? We're all doing great. I think that's what the name is.
A long time subsector. I haven't been on Twitch a lot at all lately.
I haven't been on Twitch a lot lately either. I have had a whirlwind of life changes for sure. So, yeah, so I've been moving everything around in my house, and it's been a challenge. I have too much stuff.
I hear you, and I don't even know where. I have no idea even where I'm gonna put that laser. Because to me, it's a keeper.
It's just like, where do I put that now, right? So
yeah,
I've been really busy. I had, I got my guest room set up, but I got printers in there as well. So I've been moving printers around, and I'm going to be giving a couple of focuses away at work. A couple of people want some printers, so I figured I'll tune it up and make it look real nice and give that to you, so I could rotate some printers around. But yeah, it's been the last 3 months have been a lot of work.
Hey Marcel, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I've been dealing with long COVID for practically 3 months. So
wow.
Well, I also started something else. So I started sublimation.
Oh, yeah. There you go. My daughter does it. It's
So
awesome.
I've got like this is one. I also did one for Jerry. Actually, I did a Betty Boop.
Nice.
Which is a little.
That
canvas.
is amazing. It's like it's in the glass. You can't feel where it starts or ends. I don't know. That's just amazing.
My neighbor does stuff like that.
Yeah, so I got sublimation. I have a vinyl cutter, and I also have a transfer, a direct to film printer. So I'm printing all over the place. So
I know someone that does very good transfer sheets. I mean, he's amazing at it. He has a business that does it.
yeah, it comes out. It's really nice. I converted a Epson 15,000 printer. It's actually this. Where is it? It's that one there.
Did you? Oh, you converted it, right? You converted a regular Epson. Yeah, that's what my daughter did.
Yeah, and it works great. You know what it uses for the how do I put it? The heat to heat it onto something. You know what it uses, right?
The sublimation ink in the paper, the heat transfer paper?
The actual powder that you put on the back of the print for the direct to transfer print.
Oh, I didn't know there was a powder for sublimation.
Yeah.
Not sublimation. This is the direct to film. So this is
okay.
So direct to film, I can make transfers, right? So
Hold on.
there we go.
Hold on.
So it's a powder, right? You know what it is?
I never seen that.
It's ground up TPU.
Never
Really?
seen that before.
It's literally TPU.
That's funny.
I was like looking at this, and it says, where did it say it? Yeah, material TPU.
So you could. So here we go. Here's something for you, Subsector. Even if possible, a video or a stream. Can you just buy a blender that's not going to be used for any type of food ever? Right? It's marked as a.
Right.
And then you could just
grind up filament.
Yeah. How much is that per?
Here would be my question: is will it get it fine enough, and will the heat from the blade contact and the TPU start turn into basically a mushy mess? Like, you know what I mean? Like turn into like.
It's almost like so you got pulse it, Tim. Almost like It's
I got to pulse it,
pretty
John.
Fine. It's very fine, actually. Oh, I have another one.
You got to pulse it, John.
You got pulse.
Hey guys, I'm going.
See you later, Vincent.
See you, Vincent.
Have a great day, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim. I want to say I'm sorry about your loss.
So I thought that
Thanks,
was
John.
so. When you print direct to film, it prints. You got to print. It prints heavy ink, and the ink that it prints white ink. So the white ink, actually, you spread this on the back. You know, kind of shake it off, take off the extra. Then you heat that. And then you just heat it for a couple of minutes. You don't press it or anything. You just heat it, and then it's ready for pressing.
Hey, Simon. Welcome.
I don't know if I have a transfer
Hey, Simon.
here, but
Tim,
I think I've used them all.
I just pass my condolences to Tim here because it was
Thanks,
your brother
John.
that passed, right?
My eldest brother.
Sorry to hear that, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, I was very confused. I was like, "Wait, what? Oh my god!"
Other Tim. It's been
I got
a
someone
really,
at my door. I'll be right back.
a really bad 2 weeks.
Right.
So fighting COVID for 2 weeks with Maria, and getting over it now. And then during that, my brother suddenly passes. So yeah, it was it's been a rough couple weeks. So
Has your son caught it?
Huh?
Has your son caught it?
No, he's fine. Like he's
good.
absolutely fine. And we tested negative. We didn't even know we had it. We went to the doctor's last Wednesday, and she said, "You have the after effects of COVID." So we're on antibiotics, and I'm on a puffer and stuff because my chest is still pretty tight. But I've been sick for almost 2 weeks now, and then Wednesday before, 2 Wednesdays ago, I get a call from my niece saying her dad died, and I'm like, holy crap! So we had the funeral just this past Monday, and everything. So yeah, it's and then I haven't been to work for a full day in 2 weeks. And I haven't done anything with my channel in 2 weeks, but I'm hoping to get back at things starting next week. So, yeah. Got to recover.
Well, and again, I'm sorry to hear about everything now.
Yeah.
What symptoms have you been besides your chest? Like I've been dealing with long COVID and my daughter for 3 months now.
Yeah, I've got a really bad cough, but it comes up every once in a while where I have a really bad coughing fit that like brings me to tears. And then I've had sinus congestion. I've had ear pain. And she said my chest was quite congested. So, I mean,
does long COVID like include like just having a constant like ear infection on and off? Is that a thing?
Well, I don't know about that. Mine's all over stuff. So and just feeling like absolute crap.
I mean, I feel like, and I don't know if it's just from stress, you know, everything happening around the same time, but like I feel like since all the human malware started, like I've just been exhausted, like for like more than normal. Like I could also be just getting older, but like it is so much harder for me to like work long hours when like before, like when I started up the business, I was in my mid-20s. It was it wasn't fun, but I could do it. But I'm just like I gotta take naps now. Like I'll take like
you're at the old man naps now.
I'm not kidding. I have a helper that comes in around 3 to 4 o'clock. I make sure he has his task list sent to him on Teams. Wow. He's got a code to get into the shop. So I'll get through getting orders packed, getting prints started, and making sure everything gets out the door because that's like the time sensitive thing, right? Reply to my customers, and I'll go take a nap at like 2:30, 3 o'clock for like an hour, and then get back up, and then go work another 5 to 6 hours. You know, like, and I've been doing that for months now, and I'm just beat, but I can't afford to hire more help right now. So it's all just getting shoved onto my plate.
It just sounds like when you say you hired a helper, it's like you're literally like getting pushed around.
Panny, we have a man in the back room. His name is Panny Tech, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Does anyone know him?
Panny Tech, no.
You want to send me a picture of him? I'm going to send me a screenshot of his thing. That doesn't sound familiar.
I see you, and I'm not sure who you are, so I'm not sure if it's safe to let you on camera.
Yeah, I would. Is he in chat?
Has he chatted at all?
Have you been commenting in chat?
What's the username?
PANI_tech.
No.
Not heard of that. Oh yeah, he did. He
did he?
He said, "Can I join the call?"
Yeah, but I've never heard of. Is that a YouTube user?
It is.
All right, I'll bring him in on camera, and hopefully it goes well. Hello.
Hi.
Your mic is muted.
You're muted.
I don't know. Like you got your mic muted. I can't hear you.
My bad. Sorry, guys. I have been here about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Sorry about
that. Oh, you're muted.
Here.
His connection's bad. It's choppy bad for me.
Can
I can't hear him.
Make a little presentation?
Regarding?
Sorry, my English is very bad and I don't understand.
What? Are you into 3D printing? And what country are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Italy. I have one 3D printer, K1 Max.
Okay.
From Creality. And I have one question because I have some issues and I don't really understand because I just thinking about this issue, but I don't have any solution, and I would ask to you.
Sure, go ahead.
I want to make a double color print. It's this kitchen. I don't know if my camera just okay.
Yeah, you need to turn your background remover off. It's like killing it.
Yeah.
Green screen's making it hard.
There you go.
These things, and I don't know because Creality just introduced a new slicer, Creality slicer. I don't know if you know. And the slicer have the option of the double color printing, but when I try also with Cura, but the printer refused to pause at the 8, and I don't know how to change the color in mid print.
Okay, so typically when you do a color change, it's going to trigger a filament swap. The K1 and the K1 Max run Clipper, and Clipper relies on what are called macros to actually initiate a color change. So you would have to program in a macro for whatever G code is, which I think is M600. It's been a while since I made it. I think it's M600. M600 is a G code for filament pause. So you would need to basically write a macro in Clipper, and then what that will do is you'll tell it what it'll do. So basically, for a color change, you would want it to raise the Z by like 5 millimeters, move the head to a corner position where it's away from your print, and then unload the filament and wait for you to put filament back into it. So basically, the macro would be a pause, move the Z up, move the head over, pull the filament out, wait, and then once the user presses continue or whatever on the screen, it'll load the filament in, purge it out, ask you if you want to continue purging, and if when you're done, then it'll go back and resume the print. So I would be really surprised if Reality has the macro for a filament change pre-programmed into their printer, because they suck at doing the code.
Just pause the print, do a filament change manually if you're there.
Yeah.
Well, but what it sounds like, I'm willing to bet, because Prusa Slicer can do this too, and Cura. When you do a color change on a single head extruder printer, it's leveraging the filament pause feature, and that's dependent on the firmware having it. And even their Marlin-based printers, most of them don't have that feature enabled anyways or set up. So, but yeah, in our private chat, what's it called? Jerry, you can post that. There's examples for macros, because the K1 and the K1 Max run Clipper, so you can modify them to behave in the way you want, right? So basically, right now, so if you open up the G code file that you sliced and search for M600 in the G code file, you'll probably find that, because what it's probably doing is just inserting those at the points where you need to swap the colors, and it's going to be very manual. What I would do on a part like that is just make the base and have the second color you want. So like you have the white, make it protrude like 0.4 millimeters, so 2 layers. So basically you print the base in black, run a pause once the black is done, and then it would go and print the white. So yes, it would stick up a little bit, but that's one color change. So you could do a whole bed, print all the bases, and then do a swap, and then print all the white on top of the bases. I've done that before too. And you could do it one layer, probably, but white on black, you'd probably want to do at least 2 layers, because the white on black might end up looking like gray, because like the white filament's gonna kind of like be semi-transparent at a 0.2 layer height. That's what I would do, because even though they might support swapping it, you're going to be sitting there changing the filament out every layer, basically. Like 2 times a layer. You're going to switch to black, okay, then switch to white. Switch to black, switch to white.
I think that Bamboo Studio supports a K1, and he could go in and do filament painting and set that up in Bamboo Studio, and it would automatically change.
Yeah, but it's not, the printer doesn't physically support changing filament. The K1 Max, unless
manually...
manually. I'm saying like the easiest way would be to have the model have that different color text or design raised on top of the base, so you're not doing a million color changes.
I agree with that, Tim. I use a
I can show you in Fusion right now. I can mock up what I'm talking about. Yeah. So like I can show in Fusion right now. Like I can just mock up a design really quick. Hang on, I'm loading Fusion.
Panny check, read all the chat. There's lots of different comments.
There's a private chat, yeah.
Different ideas.
Thank you.
Read chat. There's a lot of different comments from people on what they suggest you might be able to do.
All right, continue.
Or you can go back after this video is over and posted. You can come back and read chat after the fact.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, I'm gonna show what I would do for this, if that's okay. Tell me to shut up if you.
Sure.
And then I'm probably gonna jump off, because I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do a stream on finishing up this Sunlu S8 Pro, because I just gotta get it done.
Yeah, Pennytech, the reason I didn't immediately bring you in is about a year ago, I had some problems with a few people that dropped in the stream. They done some things that were inappropriate, and I had to boot them. So I have to be careful when I let people in that I don't know.
Yo, that's how you should be, Jerry. I have been on the internet long enough.
I don't understand. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so let's say I'm designing here. So I'm gonna just make a little base here, and we got just like our little keychain, right? So I'm just gonna draw a box here. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna draw a little box here. So here's my base, and let's say I want it to be like 3 millimeters thick, right? I'll just put this up 3 millimeters. So there's my base, and maybe I want to put like a little keychain hole here, to put it through. So here's my base. I'm gonna go ahead and get my base set up, and then we're gonna extrude that through. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god.
You need to.
Yeah. So there we go. And then so now I have this base, right? So this is 3 millimeters thick. So let's say I want to put some text on here or a design, right? So I could put my little text box in here, center it. This is my text. Okay, and then I would go ahead and extrude this like 0.4 millimeters. So now I have this model where the text sticks up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to export this, and I'm going to use Prusa Slicer because that's what I have here. Let me save this here. Oh wait, no, hang on. Save it on my desktop. That's fine. And then I'm going to close this out. And Jerry, you'll have to reshare here because I got to switch over to Prusa Slicer. I shared the window, not the screen. My apologies. All right, so I got Prusa Slicer here, so I'm going to go ahead and import the model here. So here's the model I imported, and I'm going to slice this. Okay. So you see here, I got the text sticking up, and all I want to do, so 1 layer, 2 layers, see how the text is gone? I would go here, and on Prusa Slicer, I can hit this, and now it's going to do a color change, and this is actually not what I want to do, so I'm going to remove it. I want to do here and tell it to do a color change here. So now this layer and this layer, these 2 layers, okay, these are now a different color. So basically when I send this job to my printer, it's going to go ahead and print all this, okay? And
He's
then
moving the
right
slider
here.
on the right side,
Okay. Sorry, but my kitchen have the white flame is not embedded. It's some millimeter out.
Yes, so then you already have them. Yeah, so then you have the model do it. So it basically, if I were to send this to a printer that has, like, I'll actually show you here. So if I slice this, which I just did, so I'm gonna slice this, and I'm gonna open this up here. And again, I have to switch. Sorry, Jerry.
No worries.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up the file here. So I got my file here. I just have it open in a text editor. Now if I do a search for M600, see right there, color change. So this is what I'm saying. So if you search in your slicer here, it's probably inserting M600, and the reason why it's not doing it is because the printer itself is not set up to send an M600. Does that make sense? So basically, you would need to set the printer up to respond to the M600 G-code command. So you already have the model in the way that that would be the easiest way to do it. You just need to modify the printer's firmware to respond correctly to the code. So if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Question, Rob Mink isn't here at the moment, but Tim, Rob Mink is having trouble on his Voron. He would print the first layer, everything would go down fine. They get 4 or 5 layers called, and then the print
it would pull up.
Nothing off the bed. It was pulling off.
Yeah, we talked about that. He put the enclosure on there. Is there any change there, Rob?
So it just wasn't adhering to the bed?
It would come. You're muted, Rob. Rob,
Yeah,
you're muted.
You're muted.
It would adhere, and then after about 5 or 10 layers, it would just peel right off. The first layer would go down beautifully, and then
he was putting the side panels on there, Jerry, and then he was going to try to run a print. I think he's cleaning the failed print off of there.
But since Tim has a lot of Vorons on a rat rig, I thought he'd be a good person to ask.
Yeah, I have 2 Vorons and I've had the same issue with both, but they're not enclosed, so I'm wondering if that's the issue.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that it's probably do those also have the fan that blows across the bed on them?
No, that's the 0.1.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet because I know that the what is it, the stealth burner or whatever their hot end setup that does move a lot of air, and if you're moving a lot of air, you're cooling down the plastic pretty good. But the enclosure is going to keep it up to temp, so it shouldn't pull up. I think you'll be okay. I'd be really surprised if you weren't okay.
The comment on the screen there is for you.
I'm using the afterburner, not the stealth burner, on both of them. And,
is it PLA on a textured bed?
PLA or PETG on a textured bed, yeah.
On a textured bed. I always have issues with those textured beds.
What temp are you printing on?
This is Polymaker that I'm doing right now. I'm printing at about PETG. Printing about 255 with 8.
Okay, so you're printing hot enough. Yeah, like I mean, yeah. I think it might just be as simple as you need to have the sides on there. Yeah. I'm just spitballing here. That's where I would go. And yeah, the afterburner that moves a lot of air. So
thank you, Chris.
I think you're probably just getting too much airflow, to be honest, and it's cooling it down. And I think I'd be really surprised if putting the enclosure on there, unless your room is super cool, which I know it's probably not, because I know Birdie has to be nice and comfy.
No, I'm running I disabled the cooling fan, the afterburner cooling fan, and with the side panels on it, it's already doing better. My Z offset was wrong though, so.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I told Chris, I was like, you should trade your 2 birds in and go get an African gray, because that bird has not made a peep this whole stream.
Well, I've muted a couple times. He
give away a roll of Ziltech filament, everyone. If you're in the USA, do hashtag USA in chat for a chance to roll. If you've won the last 2 months, please don't enter, because Ziltech don't like when the same people win over and over. This will be USA only.
You're giving away like 20 rolls, right, Jerry?
I'm giving away 1 roll. Anybody in the world can win this, but it must go to a USA address, or I have to redraw. And what happens is we do a drawing. If you win and you're in chat, you got to be present to win. That's funny, Tripod. Hashtag USA in chat. The symbol. Anyway, they got a new filament line they came out with. They got tricolor and dual color filament that you can see there, the 1995 roll. I've tried out a bunch of it. It prints beautiful and very nice filament. So personally, whoever wins, you should check out their new filament. It is silk filament. It's not really, really strong. You wouldn't want to make a vise with it or something like that, but it works really well.
Have you printed with their silks?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so but the layer adhesion's not great, right?
That looks fine.
I haven't.
No, I'm saying the layer it is weaker than other filaments. So
all silk filament is weaker than standard PLA.
Right. Silk. No, I'm just asking out of curiosity, because I do buy other people's filaments too.
Okay.
I was talking to the printed solid guy at Earth, and they are coming out with a new silk that doesn't use TPU, which is what makes the silk shiny. That he says is going to be just as strong as normal filament.
Yeah, he's been messing with different formulations for a bit now. That's Dave. Are we talking about Dave or Dustin? The old guy, or the guy that's our age?
He's our age. He's big guy.
That's Dave.
Here we go. We got 33 people entered, and here we go with 1 winner. Must be present in chat to win. And if you won the last 2 months, I'll have to redraw. So you'll have to let me know in chat.
Oh, StreamYard has giveaways?
Exactly, 3D print.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is freaking rigged.
All right, since Zach is in Sweden, do I redraw, or do you want to gift it to somebody in the U.S. that's in chat?
He's not in Sweden.
I'm living in the Netherlands, man.
Netherlands.
Wow. Sorry. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
This is a hard one.
That was very American.
Redraw or donate it?
Donate it to Rob.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh,
thanks, bud.
What a sweetheart.
Congratulations, Rob Meek, the winner. Rob Meek is here on screen. Very cool.
All right. Well, we'll talk, Jerry, about
just go to ziltech.com, pick it out. I'll let her know by Monday morning, and your name and mailing address.
All right.
Hey,
no
Jerry, I
problem.
need to run because I got to get ready for stream and I need to eat something and feed the dogs. So I
Okay,
will.
Subsector, if you're streaming when I get out of here in an hour or two, then I'll draw right into you.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be here.
See you, Kendra.
Awesome.
We'll be building this. That's what I'll be building. So I got another little.
By the way, nice filament, Brad.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Take
later.
care.
All right. Bye.
Let me get the other contest going here in a minute.
Sorry,
And I'm probably gonna drop off here. I gotta get mine going. It was fun. I like today ended up working out really well, so I could actually stop in.
Absolutely.
Well, I really appreciate it, Tim.
John, did you wax your head today? It's like very shiny.
Just
You.
No, that's it's not big. I just use no guard. So
Oh, okay. I was like, it's like very shiny today.
well, that's what. There you go.
Oh, it's because you wear a hat a lot. I forgot about
Yes.
that. Do you have one of my hats yet?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was like, I can't remember if I sent you one.
nightstand, so I could think of
Is it?
Tonight.
Oh my god, that's a little disturbing. I'm gonna ask Jen to move that. Okay.
What, you want it on her nightstand instead? I see.
No. Oh, the
Hey,
things that had
thank
is
you very
probably
much
seen.
for the subscribe on Prime. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Hey, local maker.
I hear tripod have to wear a hat because otherwise planes would land in this backyard.
Yeah. Soon, Mr.
Got
Tim,
him.
you'll be shaving your head too. You realize?
I already told Krista once these go like if it starts getting like the horseshoe here, it's gone. I'm just shaving it off.
Trust me. Once you get rid of it, you don't realize how nice it really is.
Join the club. Yep.
You know, like
yeah. So when I get down to Tim's height, I'm just buzzing it, just buzzing it.
Eagle Brett gifted a 1-tier sub to Royal Nomi. The Eagle Brett, thank you very much.
Tim, what camera are you using where it's panning and stuff? Is that physically moving? That looks like it's physically moving.
It's the Insta360 Link.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little camera.
I am looking it up right now.
Great. Yeah.
How's the autofocus on it? Because that's the reason I use the Sony cameras. Is their autofocus is amazing.
Well, I haven't touched focus. It works really well for me.
So like if you hold something up to the camera, like here a thing, like if I see how like it focus really quick, like my Oh damn, that's good. Oh.
Yeah, I have an Osbot 4K. It'll pan in, pan out, follow me. I got it set frozen mode.
Yeah.
It's a little Osbot. It swivels and pivots and pans in and pans out.
I like that.
You just got TH3D excited there, Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on my my little watch
maybe
list
become
here.
a reseller of that, Tim.
No.
Oh wow, Kate! Thank you very much for the super sticker, $50.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a button for that. Tim made it for me. Here's a button right here.
Awesome super chat.
Thank you very much.
That's
really
funny.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I know what I'm getting to replace the Sony for my. Oh, let me ask you this: so you know how I do like I have like the camera. So will it focus on whatever's closest to it? So like if you move that, will it or is it looking for a face?
I think I have a face detection mode on right now because if I move this a little over, it's going to go to my face.
Right.
Yeah.
That focus is really good though. I am really impressed with that.
Wow.
Because my whole thing is like when I'm working on a printer, if I could have a camera that follows like what I'm working on, that would be amazing. Because I have like a camera arm that I move around manually.
Hey, bag of chips.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And John, I got the
40-watt
head for this. I got the infrared head. I love it. So
it says it's got gesture control too.
Yeah, I
Tim,
don't use it.
What about the Osbot you have like mine? I thought you had a 4K Osbot.
I do. sitting right here.
Okay.
It's not hooked up. It's not hooked up to anything yet.
You like the
That is
camera you're using now better
That is
than that
really
one?
cool.
Wow.
I like the InstaLink 360 better than this, but this I'm
Okay.
going to actually eventually put up for an overhead camera, I think, or something. So
Okay.
What is that
Mine
one?
gets-
The-
My
This is an
Osbot is
Osbot.
pretty warm.
the
you got
Osbot
all the
does
cool
get warm.
cameras.
Yeah,
You
I have
got you
one
got
of
all
those
the
too.
cool cameras.
Yeah. I think we can use that, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
my address so you can send it over?
So which one do you like better, the OBSBot or the the
First,
link?
I like the InstaLink Insta 360 link myself.
I'm looking
better.
here. Okay, so and the OBSBot's more expensive. It's $479.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
think
I would
two
love to
companies
have
combined
something. So see the OBSBot says it's got object tracking. So like my whole thing is if I'm like working on a printer, right? If even if there was something I could stick to where I want it to focus,
Oh,
like
yeah.
be like, okay, focus. Like if I'm working on the hot end or something, like, or like if I can like, you know, what'd be really cool is if we can get to a point where you can like point to something or whatever. Like you have
Yeah.
like a little thing on your finger. Like that'd be freaking awesome.
And handy.
Yeah, like I would pay $500-$600 for that because like the thing is I spend so much time repositioning the camera on a stream. It's so annoying.
Yeah, this has like I have 5 different things
Presets,
pre-programmed
yeah.
in this right now. So
Yeah, I see that, and that's quick too.
yeah.
Yeah, and
And then
my
you can
camera
turn
is
the
like
face-
almost
Yeah, I
an
can't
arm
turn
length
the
away.
Everything on and off.
Yeah, I'm
What?
just looking here. AI tracking with auto zoom.
See, one way to keep TH3D on here is talking about tech.
Yeah.
I know. I have to use. I have to use the bathroom too. So, but
Motion.
you guys piqued my interest.
The cup under your desk.
Well, I'm going to bounce,
So
Jerry.
this OBSBot says it has voice control where you can say position.
Ooh, it's fast.
Oh, you can tell it positions. Okay, I thought it said
Dude,
position
take
there. I
it
was
off,
like,
Rob.
what?
Rob,
I'm gonna duck on out. It's getting to be dinner time. Yeah, Jerry.
Have a
Hey,
great
Rob.
day, Rob.
Bye,
Thank you very
Rob.
much.
It was nice hanging
Rob.
out.
Rob, give me a call.
I will do.
I
See,
forget
Rob,
the command.
it's
not
an
doing
L
it.
with your hands or something. It's a zoom in
Have
and
a
zoom
good
out.
night, Rob. Have a good day.
I must have it set wrong, but it'll track me and walk around wherever I go. So. It's
So I'm
quick.
looking. So so I see the OBSBot. They have a remote. Is there a remote for?
Insta 360. I don't have a remote for it. No.
I'm
My
gonna see if
OBSBot
they
came
have
with
one.
I didn't
They
get
got
a
a
remote for my
tripod.
Osbot.
You know what? I have a Stream Deck. I wonder if Stream Deck I could set up like a button to like move it. Because even if I had a button to just like move the camera, that would be fun.
I've
Do you
got
know
a
what I
Stream
mean?
Deck. I haven't tried that.
Like like basically have like an up, down, left, right, and like chord like diagonal move.
BA select start.
Oh, you nerd.
Come on now.
NVIDIA broadcast. Not familiar with the video broadcast.
NVIDIA broadcast. I use NVIDIA broadcast. I'm using NVIDIA broadcast right now to talk to you guys. I'm using it on my microphone.
That's true. Local make Michigan. I mean, if it's walking around, it must be magical.
He
Thank you guys
prefers
for
to.
your support, but I must go. In Italy is
No problem.
Later,
very...
Penny.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Have a great day. You're always welcome to come back. Every Saturday we're here.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Bye bye.
Hold on, Matt. We change cameras.
Jeez.
Well, that was nice having somebody new stop in.
Yeah, something that wasn't a troll. I've had people on streams before that are like, I'm like, I don't know you.
If you don't have a camera, that's the number one no-no. So I've had. a few
Yeah,
things-
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
don't
they
know.
ever
It's not showing up really well.
Why are you showing genitals on Jerry's stream
Yeah.
there?
Only Jerry's allowed to show that on his stream, okay?
Here, then, since we're doing that,
You gonna talk about your OnlyFans, John, that you just started?
Put my
Put
fork
in your buns.
yep,
I
Hey, it's
get it.
Thor. What's going on, Thor?
that'll be in the video.
Wait. Oh, you can Tor might, if Tor's not doing anything and he has pants on, he might want to join.
Maybe Since when's that prerequisite to have your pants on?
Yeah.
It's
Here you
Jerry.
go, Tor. If you want to drop
I
in,
have
you're welcome.
pants on. I have pants on.
I got
Me
you.
too.
So Sam is coming in town this coming up week, and he's like, "It's freezing here." Well, how's it in where you're at? I said,
It's gonna be freezing here
I
too.
said, us in the Midwest is shorts and t-shirt weather until well, at least shorts weather until I don't know, until it drops below 40 degrees.
It's 93 and sunny in Vegas right now.
Oh, Sam is
Yeah,
coming
it
in
is.
then over
It's
to
50.
America?
It's
Sam is coming back to America next week.
wait. When you guys gonna be doing stuff? I want in.
Well, you know what? I was just talking to the daughter. So that's a
The daughter.
bust right there that was printed at Earth, right? It's hard to see, but you can see his nose right there.
Mhm.
So she's like, what are you going to do with that thing? I said, I don't know. I want to throw it out. But I said we could go to Tim's friend's house and do some pew-pews with it.
If you let me know, I might be able to set that up, and then Sam can try the one that he took a picture with. Could you see him shooting that with slugs out of it?
Oh, yeah. So
He would. Be, I'm just imagining he would have the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh, yeah, he would. And
Ever.
the kickback with the slug is just unreal.
Oh.
I won't do it again with being on crutches because I was in pain for literally.
What
2
if I hold you? What if I
that someone did, but it was the pressure against the pocket that you put the shotgun.
Oh, come on. Krista shot it.
Yes, but is she crutching around? Come on.
Well, if anything, John, you should have stronger shoulders
I
from
do.
putting the weight on them all these
But I'm
years.
also older than you, so
Old man.
yes.
Here's a goblin from Chelsea off of Fangs.
That's
I'm
amazing.
working on a video. I left all the supports on it at the moment. And from 3D Print World, we got a really cool sword here. It's called the
I'm
Twisted Sword.
chiseling supports off of this print right now.
Check out these colors, though. Beautiful.
That is nice.
He does an amazing job
That
with
is
the
great.
collapsible sword.
I wonder if Ziltech would be open to resellers. I should ask them.
And there's a mask by Chelsea. Came out really good. Like I said, I haven't taken off the organic damn camera.
I think you need to lock it again.
Yeah.
Behind bars. Hi.
I think it doesn't like you. I think it only likes Canada Tim.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let me see. Tap to lock. There we go. Should be locked. Yeah, really cool stuff. Got another video
Yeah.
here. I got 8 rolls of filament coming today. Here's a little cat. You can't see her yet. I haven't removed the supports.
That's
Little
all right.
cat with a witch's hat on.
So did Dan just use his my phrase against me? I think he just did.
What's that?
My phrase is conquer your disability. So he just used that against me. The TH3D.
What's that?
Because I said about crushing around after shooting a slug. So it was a double. Okay, the last one I did, to just be fair, was a double barrel, dual trigger, 2 slugs.
So you shot 2 at once?
Yeah, that was.
Well, that's your problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that would hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention that tiny little detail there, bud.
Yeah, that was
2 of them. I would be. I mean, 2 of them. I would be a little apprehensive to do that myself. That's a lot of kickback.
Yeah, and
We
that
got
was the
60 people
initiation.
watching, 28 on YouTube and 32 on Twitch. That's good numbers.
And YouTube only has 15 likes of 28 people watching. Smash that
I know.
like
Come
button.
on, lurkers. Come
Please
on,
smash that
lurkers.
like button.
Just
On
one
YouTube,
click.
I know if you're commenting, you're subscribed because I have subscriber mode set. But yeah, please like, follow, share. If you got an Amazon Prime you're not using, please consider subscribing. I have 14 subscribers on Twitch, 636 followers on Twitch. I'll be glad when that gets to 1,000. And on YouTube, I've got, I don't know, like a little over 5,000 subscribers currently on YouTube. So at some point, my channel should take off.
Yeah.
I will say I have heard that if you get partnered with Twitch, you cannot multi-stream. I was told, and I'm told you're not supposed to multi-stream in general. It's in general, isn't it?
I've never had a
Ron
problem.
Moses posted yesterday in Discord that you can multi-stream now from Twitch.
Okay,
I've
good.
always
Because
been
I was doing it. I just didn't care. But I was told you couldn't. I was like, whatever. I was like, if I can't, then I'm not going to use the platform. And so if they ban my account, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
I thought it was from affiliate point of view. Once you're
Yeah. So my brother Jeff streams on Twitch like for his full-time job, and he told me when I brought up that we were going to start streaming on Twitch, and I said multi-stream. He's like, be careful with that because it's against their TOS. I guess it's called like the Ninja Clause they called it, because the big streamer Ninja, like he got like kicked out of the affiliate program, but he was still on Twitch, so he just didn't care, so he just kept streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and they didn't like that. And I guess they put that
Canadian
in
Maker
to kind of.
Project. Hello, hello.
That's Rob.
Thought it was Ron.
Yeah, Ron. That's what I said.
Oh, they said Rob. If you like to
Did
pop
I say
in,
Rob? I have no idea. I know it's Ron. I can picture his face.
TwitchCon is in Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas. I've been here since I've been 5 years old. I'm not big enough on Twitch that I would ever go to TwitchCon. I wouldn't fit in. But if they ever had a YouTube con in Vegas, I would go because I have around 400 videos on YouTube. I've been doing it since like 2015. So.
I would have went anyway because you can meet great people and maybe those people can help with the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Jerry, you just need to you just need to do some hot tub streams, and then you'll be good.
Thank you very much for the $10. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. And you know what? We got a button for that right here. Thank you.
Awesome. Super chat.
That's gone.
So during a long road trip to 13 hours. Sam never tried these. And,
those are good. I like Mike and Ike's.
Big bag.
MakerCon, okay.
And he ate like over half of them. So he gave one to him for his flight back. So
sugar rush. I feel like at this point he just comes here to eat our food.
Oh yeah, by the way, Sam is right here.
Oh, he's everywhere. You know what? He placed those things all around my house.
What's that?
He placed those Sam Prentice heads all around my house. You have to look.
And I like
that's pretty funny.
Ooh, you look so nice.
My video that I put out last week, I got Sam in his costume with like a hot dog costume. I put it in the video. Where he's at Target, John. I threw that in the video. I didn't say anything about it.
Zach was there when you put it on. I was looking for what we're supposed to look for was something to secure a pumpkin to a furniture dolly. So, and
my favorite thing was the surprise Jerry at the Anycubic booth in China.
Well, yeah, there was like 15 makers that were on that big screen, and they contacted me with like 15 other people, and they said, "Hey, do a little intro. We want you to say this and say that." So I grabbed my Anycubic printer that currently was broken, set it on the counter, showed a print, and started talking about it. And yeah, that was cool. They showed that off in China. I appreciate that.
Jerry's famous.
No,
they're probably like, who is this majestic white bearded man?
The old fat white guy.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he was like on their booth and stuff. It was awesome. So my favorite thing, I've been like where their supports are, I've been using like a little torch to just kind of go back and forth. Like I've used a heat gun before, but just kind of like it's a little creme brulee torch and just kind of like go back and forth. And like where you get like abrasion marks from, using whatever you're using to pull the supports off, they go away because it's remelting the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this year, Santa's not growing his beard. For the last 2 years, I've grown a short white beard, but I'm not this time.
Jerry, I am very
Ladies
disappointed.
and gentlemen, we got Ron popping in from Canada. Ron, how you doing?
What's up?
Yeah, long time no see, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, how have you been?
Sick.
Everyone's
what else is new?
Well, let's put it this way. It almost landed me in the hospital. Let's just put it that way.
Damn.
Yeah. Lost my voice on last Friday, and I've been basically doctor's orders. You're not going to work.
Well,
I think if I lost my voice, people would be happy.
Yeah.
See?
And the worst thing is, I ordered this Easy ABL, and I haven't been able to set it up yet because I'm so sick.
Oh, wow.
Focus just posted something on Twitch. No.
Who did?
Focus?
Focus, yeah, that just posted something.
Fokos, Focos
Yes.
or whatever.
Focus. Are they still around? I thought they were like out of business.
Apparently,
Yeah, I
they're
haven't
still
heard from them in a while.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, because there's been no updates on Focus or Kaiwu 3D in over a year. On any
Yeah,
of
I haven't heard. You know who was sliding into our DMs the other like a month or two ago was ANET.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Are they
ANET.
still
They're still trying to push their like A8 V2. It's like, guys, you guys are like 3 years behind now. Like no
Does it
one's
run
buying
Clipper?
your shit. No, it doesn't. It does not. We actually pre-ordered that machine at like normal price, and they never sent it to us, and they just ghosted us, and I had to open up a PayPal dispute to get our money back.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Well, that cleaned up well. Look at this. This actually came out really nice. This is some random inland filament I had, but yeah, like this came out really nice. This is on my Ender 3 Pro at 80 millimeters a second. I am running input shaping on it. But
Looks like a
this
turbo.
is like
Is that a turbo?
it is
for
a
something?
it is a housing for a turbo. So this company HPT, they're out of Indiana here, and they actually contacted us. He picked the part up today. We did it in black, but they said I could print another one if I want, just for a like a little cool thing, because this would be cool to have on our table, right? Like it's the actual housing for the turbo. So this is printed from a step file they sent. And they will send this to a place to get the housing casted, and then they do the machining and everything.
Nice.
This is actually for a Grand National. That's what this is for.
Nice.
So this is a turbo for a Grand National. So they make aftermarket parts for special like a lot of older vehicles and stuff. Stuff that John and Tim would remember.
The Grand National is an epic car.
It is an epic car. See, John would know what the Grand National is.
Well,
Jerry, you should too.
The reason why they killed it off because it was faster than their hot rod, the Corvette, and cheaper.
Yep.
That's the only reason why they got rid of it.
Yeah.
So,
No, this came out really good. This is some just random inland filament I had laying around, and I wanted to burn it up, and I was like, this looks kind of cool. I mean, it does look, it's not as silver as I would like, but it's like a transparent PLA with like glitter. But like, I was like, this printed really well. This is like the first large print I did with the organic supports on Prusa. So there was
Looks
supports
like an
all along the
off-white.
bottom here.
Looks like an off-white or something.
Yeah, well, let me turn my fill light on. Maybe that'll give you a better idea here. So, is that better?
It's looking amazing.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so that came off my Ender 3 Pro with all of our upgrades and stuff on there. I've been running, dude, that printer is such a workhorse.
Hello, Kumalods.
Like-
How you doing today?
Last good car Buick
It's
made.
your 3D printing resin god. I couldn't know that.
Your 3D printing resin god. Yes. There's like one TikTok I made. I opened it like that just to see if it would trigger him.
Did it?
Oh, hey
geez.
Jerry, did I tell you that Matt gave me 2 resin printers, so I'm gonna be getting back into resin printers again?
Oh, cool.
Did he?
He gave me some Epex printer, and then Matt, what was the Creality one? Is it the Hallett one? It's like a larger one. Is it the Hallett one? It was one that it was a alpha. It was like a pre-production one, but the only difference is the board and the screen. And he has a new Hallett Sky, so he gave me a Hallett Sky. So, but I am gonna fix it, and I just need I need to get what's the wash and cure station everybody's going with these days? Because I am
Well,
gonna need to
the
get
newest
another
one
one.
Anycubic came out with, I refuse to review it. It looks like a big wash machine. You can't, when you put your prints in it to wash them, if they're hollowed out, there's no way to clean up inside. It's going to cure it right after it washes. So if you haven't removed supports, it's a problem. It's a $500 piece of junk. I said, instead of send me that, send me your biggest new Cobra 2 Max so I can use it printing my big Alien. And somebody that I know was checking on it, but the big new wash and cure is crap. Their old one, which is a big tank, is great. It's got
That's what I
impeller in the
had.
bottom. It works great. It's large, and then if it's
I
if
had
it's too-
2 of those. And I sold one and I gave one away. So I had 5 resin printers at one point and 2 wash and cure stations, and I gave away a wash and cure station and a resin printer to one of my buddies that works for me, and then I sold the other 4 printers in the wash and cure station for like $400 to Justin Dybel. He's over on our our Discord server. He came and picked them up.
It's got 2 separate containers on their big wash and cure. They came out with one for water, one for IPA. Once it sprays, it jets like a garden hose. It recycles it back in the bottle, but it doesn't filter it. So now you just polluted all your good IPA.
So the question is, what wash and cure station do I get?
I would get the one like I have. They've had it for years. It looks like a great big tub. You take it off, and then you put the little.
So is Anycubic the only one making wash and cure stations at this point still?
No, Matt. Talk to Matt. There's many companies making wash and cures, but
okay.
And then if I have a part that's too big for that, I put it in a Tupperware tub with IPA, and I clean it manually. But whenever I can, I put it in the big one, and I can douse it.
Matt said Anycubic wash and cure plus, no Elegoo. I see there's a Creality one, the UW2. The Elegoo Mercury 2.0 one looks just like the Anycubic one. Okay, there's an Anycubic Wash and Cure 2. Okay, this looks like an updated version of the one I had. I think I had their version 1 of the Wash and Cure. The Creality one's not good. It looks pretty good. Oh, it's out of stock.
Yeah, Wash and Cure Plus. That's the one that I recommend. It's been out for probably 3 years now. But the newest one they came out with.
Oh, I see it here. It's the L Wash and Cure Plus. It's 180.
The one that they just came out with, it's a big white box. It's like $500. Don't buy it. Complete crap. It's junk.
Okay.
They made
that's good to know. Hey Matt, since you're in here, the Wash and Cure Plus, will that fit the build volume of the Hallett Sky? Because I basically want to get one Wash and Cure station to use for the small printer and the big one.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, Dusty, they wanted me to review it, and I was going to review it. Then I seen another video on it where somebody explained all the details about why they don't like it. So I contacted
and you're like, this thing is shit.
No. There's like no way I can tell anybody. I can't recommend it. I try to only review things that I personally want to use, not just bang out a video. I want to.
No,
use
that's good,
so
dude. There's so many people that just shill crap, and I'm so over it. Like, it's like, I don't know. I would never, and that's why we don't get, like, at this point, community members like John and Matt are giving me old printers or random stuff they don't have. Like, we've been buying, like, I'd say at least for the last 2 years, we have not gotten any free machines because a lot of these companies don't like that I'm critical about it. But it's like, guys, like, you should be taking this feedback. And they don't ever do. You should be taking this feedback and fixing your stuff instead of getting mad at me. Because the thing is, too, like, they don't want... Like, I've had many companies tell me, my review of this new Two Trees is not going to be good. Shocker that Two Trees, which has been a shitty company, is still a shitty company. Shocker. That Two Trees is the only company that I dismantled a printer down to parts on the live stream because it sucked so much. I literally dismantled it down to motors, control boards, and extrusion because it was so bad.
Yeah, I think well, speaking of the Two Trees, I believe Kamamad is also looking at it too, and he's not happy with his either.
That's what he just said. Yeah, he said my review of the new Two Trees is not going to be good.
Garak, I have the Wash and Cure from Uniformation. Their curing station is nice. It's not very big, but it works very well. As far as for the wash station that I have, it has a seal that leaks in it, and I've never dumped my IPA in it. And I didn't have a seal that went around the lid. Therefore, the IPA would slowly evaporate. So I have the wash part of it, but I haven't used it. But their curing box is very nice. It's small, but it works very well. And like I say, whenever your curing box is too small, you take it out in the sun, 5 minutes per side, flip it. And if it's hollowed, use a UV light on the inside. Then all my prints that I hollow, once I rinse them out really good with IPA, I take them out in the garage, I take my air compressor, and I blow out the inside, and I get it 100% dry before I cure it. And then I have no problems after that. And as far as for water washable resin, it's crap, and I would never recommend it. Because if you don't properly dry out the part, a month later, it's going to bust open like an alien baby and crack, and you'll have trouble. So I would personally say stay away from
bust out like an alien baby.
I had a Superman model a few years ago that happened too, and you know, if they're hollow, they're going to be dried really well on the inside.
So, that's a visual there, Jerry. It's going to bust out like an alien baby.
the number one resin when I buy resin off Amazon, I usually get Sunlu. Sunlu resin's got a great price. It works perfect. You don't have to tweak your settings, pour and go, and it works.
You know, I've had good luck with Sunlu in general. Like, so I just did the S8 Pro, which is their older printer, but you know they're still selling it for really cheap, for $159 for a 300 by 300 by 400 machine. And like I've printed with their filament. I've never had issues with their filament. I've had multiple other printers. Their printers have printed good. I feel like they're kind of an underrated company. Like, to be completely honest, like I honestly want to reach out to them and see if we can get some of their stuff in. So, hi, Con. Look who's making an appearance because he knows I'm streaming. This is the baby.
Doggy.
Yeah.
Can we eat it?
Can we eat it? No, we're not in Korea, okay? You would fetch a pretty penny though, sir. Come here. Come here. Do you want up? He's jumped in my lap, like actually jumped all the way into my lap before. It was terrifying because he's like 80 pounds. He's a good boy.
He's just a happy boy.
When I watch TV, my dogs like to stand on my leg. They get next to me for some reason. They want to put their front two paws on me, and they're heavy. It's like I'm pushing them back. Like, dude, you're heavy. Get off me.
I just do this to him all the time.
Anyway, what I was going to say about fixed dry filament that I've been reviewing lately, they sent me a code here a while back for 3 rolls. I used the code. I ordered 3 rolls. 3 or 4 days later, 1 roll shows up in the mail. And 3 or 4 days later, the second roll shows up in the mail. And right now, I'm still waiting on the 3rd roll I ordered a week ago with their
Fixed Dry hit us up. They want us to like push their shit.
It prints really nice, but they're not labeled. 1 second, back room. I see you. 1 second. But there's no labels on what color the filament is. It doesn't say on this spool what color it is. So I've got to get my light and glasses and look at the filament to see what I'm printing with. They're not labeled. They need to put a sticker on this, and it's not on the box I could find. But it prints great. It's nice filament. It prints great, but it's just not labeled. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Zach Ass popping in. Hello, Zach.
Hello, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
What's going on, Zach?
Your hair's looking extra crazy today.
I went to NASA Langley open house today. Pretty cool.
I do have their filament dryer tour, and it works very well for dual filament.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah. Yeah, and one of them already wrote on it with the Sharpie. I'm going to mark all of them. It'll be in my video that comes out in a couple days.
We're gonna be sorry.
I've got 8 rolls of Polymaker coming out today for my alien build from Amazon, coming out via Amazon, I guess not FedEx, and I'll get back to printing on my big alien project. So I'm trying to get one of my videos done right now on fixed dry, and I'm primarily using my X1 Carbon for all of it because I can time lapse it. Then I can throw up all the time lapses on the screen all at once. I like doing that where they're all running at once.
Makes nice.
In DaVinci Resolve, you've got to stack all your videos. It's a pain when you render, but yeah, it's nice. And tripod, I still think it might be my power supply going bad because when I did a video 3 or 4 days ago, DaVinci Resolve crashed like 20 times. One time I got a blue screen of death in Windows. It either shut the program down or completely blinked out all my monitors, and I had to reboot.
Well,
but after
a lot of times a lot of times a blue screen. You need to see what it actually says before it works a reboot because it could be a driver issue. A lot of times, if you do, I used to do
especially with DaVinci, it's going to be leveraging your graphics card, so I'd probably update your video drivers.
Yeah,
I actually I don't know if anybody uses Vegas for video editing. I just upgraded from their version 19 to 21, and 21 is so much faster than 19. Like holy crap!
Are you saying how's 21 on resources?
It's great. I mean, this computer I'm on is older. This is a 9th Gen i9. So that's like 4 or 5 years old. And I have 64 gigs of RAM, but I just did like a little video edit the other day and it used like, I don't know, 4 gigs, but what I noticed is it was heavier on actually utilizing my graphics card, which 19 kind of did for the encode, but not really for the preview. Like, I had to make video proxies for all my raw video in Vegas 19 for the timeline edit to be smooth. I did not have to do that with 21. They have it optimized really. It's the same It's the same raw video I'm feeding in. So I use OBS to record my video to my hard drive, and then I use those video dumps.
I have an EVGA 1080 Ti that I'm still using from 2017.
Those are still good cards.
Yeah.
So my work computer is a 9th Gen i9. My actual home computer's better. It's a 5850X, I think. But
yeah, it's a good CPU.
At work, I've got 64 gigs of RAM and a 9th Gen i9, and I regularly, weekly, both max out.
Derek, thank you for the prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you.
My utilization on the CPU.
Yeah, so, I wish, Vegas, what I missed, they used to have it so you could put an agent on other computers and basically use across the network, use other computers.
Hey,
because I've got my... Yeah, you know what, Sam? How about you check your messages on Facebook? I sent you a meme. I sent in this meme where it says like this following story has been translated for American audiences. It was originally British, and it's a guy holding a phone up. It says, "Hey, can you give me an elevator?" And then the next one is a guy sitting in front of a car with a flat tire. Says, "I've got an apartment." And then there's another one with a guy in front of a car, and the paint's all chipped. And he says, "Yeah, the paint is French fried." Because
so we can talk about the 3D print now of Sam and what we want to do to it.
Yes, we should. I mean, all you need to do is let me know what days you'll be in, and I'll call my buddy and see if we're able to go over there.
Yeah, some aggressive pews added there, Sam.
Yes.
That you're,
yes. He's gonna. The only thing is he has to shoot whatever we hand him.
There you go.
Without whining like a little bitch.
Hey, Sam Prentice, I know you're probably doing the 7 foot, 6 foot tall Sam Prentice of your bust that you had scanned. Here I have a Kuma Mods, a resin printing god. I know that you have a little statue like this. I would love to print one out at this scale. That way the guys can sit here and argue. I'm going to have the real Sam Prentice and a Kuma Mod. So
I actually have a scan that we had.
A little bit of Matt Farmer's belly off.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Here's the real Sam Prentice. Hey,
oh, shit.
No, that's not the real Sam Prentice. That's the real Sam Prentice.
Ron, thank you very much, my friend.
Aren't you supposed to be going to bed?
Man, I tell you what, I've had a day.
Awesome super chat.
There you go.
I've had a day. So I've been editing one of the first Chinese Ender 3 videos from Creality.
Which Ender 3? Which Ender 3? They have like 3 more new ones now. the V3, the Ender 3 V3 SE, and they got the Ender 3 V3 KE. Like
it's the Ender 3 V3 SE HIJK element of P.
I'm waiting.
And I tell you what, like the quality is pretty banging. It's I'm impressed.
They've been stepping up their. Ghost down.
Okay, all we need is now the Ender 3 ice cream maker, and then that's it. They need to kill the line.
We should do the ghost one from the lights.
Can we take bets? Like, is Creality, if they're still around in 10 years, are they still going to be using the Ender 3 model numbers?
I imagine so, because at the end of the day, they sold over 1 million of them of the first generation. And they at the factory in Shenzhen, in Wuhan, they were still making the Neo printer, which I was like, why? And they said because we've got orders for them and we're doing them to order. So, go figure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if it's selling, I have an Ender 3 Neo that I just did a bunch of upgrades on for a customer of mine sitting in my shop that she's picking up this weekend, hopefully. So
cool. Well, this is a good print. It's $200, $199, and it's pretty flawless. And what I really liked, it's funny because I was doing an edit, and you were on earlier, Tim. You were smoking a big fat cigar, and it's nice to see you having something big and fat in your mouth. And
are you getting jealous? Are you getting jealous?
I am a little bit.
I didn't know what's going on between you and Trey.
It's kind of funny. it's kind of funny because the line goes, it says, unfortunately, they've fallen short once again because there's no PID tuning for the hot end or the bed. And I went into the menu, I was like, oh no, there is. So I had to re-edit the script. But I was filming.
The bed doesn't really matter. The hot end is what you want it on.
No, but the funny thing is that you're in the background of the video. You know, when you going, wah, 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 I've got a new cigar. I don't really smoke it. I only smoke it outside. And it was just really funny. So I was like doing this edit, and I'm like, oh, there's Tim. Okay, yeah. So no, it's good. It's good. But yeah, we've just come to the end of it, and I finished the edit, and then my laptop just completely died, and I was like, and it wouldn't charge, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? So yeah, it's looking a little bit more lively now, fortunately. So we'll wait and see what happens. But hey, there's Liz.
Did you like my did you like my little memes I sent you?
I did actually, yeah, I did. Not as much as I like the Pavement Princess by Fix'em Dude. There it is. This is a feature in the video, the Pavement Princess Jeep. So yeah, that's pretty good. I did have a layer shift on the first Pavement Princess though.
Oh,
yeah, that was.
You might want to. I wonder if they have the VREF set too low on the drivers. A lot of these companies set them too low.
It seems to be very slightly over extruding, and I need to.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I need to do some measurements on that. But hey, you know what? It's another video.
Is that the KE or the SE?
That one's the SE. Then
okay, so that's the Marlin one. Yeah, because I figured it out. The KE is the Clipper one. The SE is the Marlin one.
Do you know what? You're smart. You're smart, Tim.
You know what? Because we were like,
they pay you the big bucks, brother.
They're paying me big bucks in these days.
Whew. My God.
I saw they came out with the CR10 SE now, which is funny because SE usually stands for second edition, but how many editions of the freaking CR10 have there been?
Well, this is like 15. We all know it. It's the Sam edition.
It's the Sam edition. Yeah, this is
the Sam edition.
Yeah, this is the Sam edition.
You know, I have Creality reps. I think they're trying to unload the Ender 3 or the Ender 5 S1 and the Ender 3 S1 Pro stock because I've had 3 different Creality reps message me about reselling those printers on our site.
Looking good, Derek. He's printing a Hulk. This thing is going to be massive. Derek over in the UK. Very
damn.
Cool.
So.
Giant.
Derek's just insane.
See, the problem I have with the stuff like that is that when you print big stuff, it's like, damn, now I got to figure out where the hell to put it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so much.
Derek,
yeah.
Remember, when you glue that together, you got to get it out the door. So one of these days you sell it. So don't. It's like my big 7-foot alien. I can't glue the whole thing together because he'll never be able to leave the house. So I got to figure out where I'm putting magnets or pins or something on the upper.
I'm looking at this. The SE and the KE look basically the same aside from like the hot end shroud and what screen they're using. Everything else looks basically the same.
Gotta go, Jerry.
Oh, Tim, thank you very much for coming.
Bye, Tim.
Yeah, gotta run. Catch you guys all later.
Take care. Hope you start feeling better.
Yeah, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
So I feel like the only Canadian here now.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, bud.
Be lonely.
No, Liz is in chat. She's here too. I'm not sure how many. Oh, non-fam. He's from Canada.
I find it funny
that's
looking
true.
at the page. I'm looking at the page for the CR10 SE, and they obviously have like input shaping on here, and they call it with the algorithms and without the algorithms.
Really?
Yes, yes, with the algorithms and without the algorithms.
The YouTube algorithm is in there.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah, Scott.
I find it funny they're calling it Creality OS when it's just Clipper. Oh shit!
Edge of 3D Scott, I seen in his latest video, and he was on here last week. He's growing back his mustache, so that's good.
Oh, is he?
Is he
I like
doing for
Scott.
the month
He's a
of
cool
November?
Oh yeah, November. No Shave November's coming up.
Yeah.
Should I do No Shave November? Should I keep shaving? Should I just keep shaving and then do No Shave November?
I thought it was called Keep Shaving November.
We got 58 people watching, 30 on YouTube and 28 on Twitch right now. Total of 58. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. You probably the numbers probably dropped a little when Sam jumped on, but it's okay. We'll work.
I've got 15 subscribers on Twitch and 636 followers on Twitch. YouTube, I have a little over 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Tripod. He just hit 20,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, Tripod.
Hell yeah. We just hit that actually this month earlier. Oh, yeah, his thing was getting choppy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Well,
we just
for a while.
we just hit 20,000 a couple weeks ago, I want to say. Wait, actually, it was like we were sitting on the couch. I was like, "We're at 19,999." I took a screenshot and then I refreshed it after like an hour. I was like, "Oh, cool, we're at 20,000." That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
I think we should do a giveaway, guys. What do you think? Do one roll of Polymaker filament anywhere they ship in the world. Hopefully you haven't won. You didn't win last week. Hopefully you won't win again. But let some other people have a try, I hope. And if you don't want it, we can redraw. And what'll happen, you'll win. You go to actually, you'll win. I'll give you my email. Email me. That way I can contact you. I will send you a form that you fill out with Polymaker. And then they take care of it from there. I'm not sure how long it takes them to ship out filament, but hopefully it won't take too long. Sergio, thank you very much for the super sticker for $9.99. 1 second, guys. We got a button for that. Thank you very much, my friend.
Super chat.
Woo!
Thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate that. I love super chats. It helps me out immensely.
The super crap? What?
No,
here we go. Let's draw for a roll of filament. We got 35 people entered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. And I win. I better win.
Cos Bricks, the winner. Are you in chat, Cos Bricks?
Nice.
Congrats, Cos Bricks. Are you in chat? Cos Bricks, say something in chat.
Yeah.
And the crowd's gone silent.
Oh, there he is. Here's the link right here. Cos Bricks, I'm going to put my email address in chat. Write it down. Message me sometime today. I will send you the form after the stream that you fill out. And I will take care of all that. Congratulations on winning.
Hey, Jerry, do you want to give away a roll of one of our filaments?
Okay, let me make up a page for it. What type of filament or
any of ours, any of the spaghetti or easy choice, they can pick anything. I'm going to specify U.S. only, and whatever's in stock. Because I had somebody pick something that was out of stock, and I'm like,
why?
Okay, here's my real email address that everything goes to. Please, Cos Bricks, please contact me, and then
I'm
I'll
going to
send you
sign
back
that
the
up for
form.
some dating sites now. All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, they're doing this now.
Let me make up a
All right.
banner. I got one.
We can put it on oldbaldguys.com. Oh wait, never mind. Tripod's already on there.
On where? I'm your only fan. I'm your only fan there.
No, I said the dating site for old bald guys.
Oh. I mean, it's only for one-legged old bald guys. You don't have a class for me yet, there, Tim.
You know what? We'll put a little checkbox you can check. Okay.
Too.
I'm gonna call it the pogo stick section.
We're going to give away a roll of TH3D filament in 5 minutes. It will be USA only. It will not just be for spaghetti filament. It'll be for anything that Tim just said on the site.
Yeah, so
USA
easy
only.
choice. Yeah, easy choice or spaghetti. So whatever floats your boat. If you want the base, so our easy choice is more basic stuff, and the spaghetti is our fancy stuff, and they're all priced the same now. So we actually did price cuts on everything because we got our quantities up, so we're getting better prices. So we passed it on to everybody else. So it's $28.99 for everything is spaghetti, and it's like $18 to $19.99 for everything at easy choice. So easy choice is like basic stuff in terms of colors, and then spaghetti's fancy.
You never received a response or a confirmation code. And Dusty won a couple weeks ago with Polymaker. I'll message Polymaker and I'll check into that. I don't know what happened, Dusty, but I had it filled out. I'll check into that. You write down Dusty's name so I don't remember. Don't forget.
Meg Vince is in the group chat too, also.
What's up?
And I know that Darth Gallum also won, if he's still in chat. Did you get a confirmation from Polymaker on your win also? It seems to me they should answer within a week, you'd think, right?
They're usually pretty good. Like we deal with them on a reseller side.
I have a form that I fill out, and then just like way back when Nick would allow me to give away filament before I was a partner, the same thing would happen. Sam said his laptop died. There's a form that I
Jerry,
fill out.
do you want to have them just email me directly, or do you want to collect it from them and then send it to me?
I'll just collect it and I'll send it to you.
Sounds good.
They can email me, and then I'll PM it to you or something.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I need to contact the Polymaker because I have next month a charity project going on again, and I need some rolls of white filament. Because right now I only have maybe 1, 2.
Yeah, Darth Gallum hasn't got a confirmation.
2.5 rolls of Polymakers left of white.
I assume when you win Polymaker, they send you a code, right, to use?
For kidding's sake.
No.
Sam's in the chat. I think his internet's having issues or his laptop's screwed up.
Buy more internet, Sam.
Oi, did you get a license for your internet? Oi.
Yeah,
Oi,
Dusty
mate.
Knuckles. I never forget. I'm old and I'm retired, but I always write it down. And usually, if not tonight, the next day, I always fill them out, and then I send the person, once they contact me, the form that they fill out.
I have to write stuff down or I forget, and I'm not that old, so.
I did also give away live stream with Polymaker 4 spools of filament, and yesterday I found out that instead of 4, I gave away 5 spools. We were counting it, and I was like, okay, 4. Oh, I drew another 5th time.
After this, I'm gonna go get ready for mine. I'm gonna do kind of a hangout stream. We're working on the Solo S8. I got a ton of upgrades for it. I literally have just like tons of here. I'll switch my camera. I got tons of crap sitting here for it.
Yeah, Tim. Once they win, we'll just throw your contact information in chat or put it in private chat. That way, it's one less thing I have to deal with.
That's fine with me. I don't care.
But here we go, guys.
Yeah,
we're going to draw
got
one
tons
roll
of
of
crap.
Cheech 3D filament, USA only. Tim, you want to tell them what type and?
Yeah, you can choose any in-stock roll of our filament. Our filament is spaghetti and easy choice. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post. Let me grab a link here to our website here. Give me 1 second. Filament. So we have easy choice here. I don't think I can post in the comments here. No, I can't. Here, Jerry, you're gonna have to post. So there's easy choice, and here's spaghetti. And then basically all I need from you is your name, email, address, and phone number, and then we'll ship it out to you. U.S. only, please. I learned my mistake. We did not specify U.S. only one time, and we had both winners were international. It was like $50 to ship a damn roll of filament. I was like, yeah, that's not worth it because they're never going to buy from us again because it's too expensive to ship it, right? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You must be present to win.
Yeah, I've already ordered filament from the States because we have to order filament from everywhere else, and it's just like ordering from the States is just a nightmare and a half for our company.
I mean, Canada's not as bad, but like I think I was going to Australia and Sweden, and it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was rough. It was rough. I was like,
Canada's right there. It shouldn't cost anything extra to ship to Canada.
You'd be surprised.
It does. Well, it's because of the damn customs charges. That's the problem. It's the freaking customs charges.
Well, they need to rewrite those rules. We don't seem to have that problem here, but they need to fix that.
Oh, we get dinged on stuff.
I can import 135 pounds before I.
Here we go, guys.
On it.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who will it be? USA
not
only
John.
Must be present to win.
Hopefully not. As long as it's not John.
Tech Cheaper!
There we go.
Yeah.
Tech Cheaper, are you in chat? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And
yep, there he is.
Right?
Hell yeah. I hope you enjoy the filament.
Cool.
Pick out something nice. Anything that's in stock. Anything that's in stock.
Congrats, Tech Cheaper. Tim, share me. How do you want them to contact you?
Just email tim@th3dstudio.com.
Okay, you got that, Tech Cheaper?
Tim at th3dstudio.com.
So if you guys want to hear a nice little story, when I got my
one
sensor
time at Bandcamp.
Yeah, right. But anyways, when I got the sensor from TH3D, the guys shipped it by UPS. Now, UPS is never that bad, but this time they ringed me through the ringer. $49 for to go for customs.
Yeah, someone else told me that, and I removed after that was it UPS standard that you selected for the shipping?
No, I selected standard shipping. I thought
UPS standard. So they have that was a new one, and I was like, oh, these are actually pretty good shipping rates. It was like $19. So I was like, that's not terrible. But yeah, and then someone else told me that, and then people were like leaving us 1-star reviews because UPS charged them a bunch of stuff. I was like, guys, I'm just removing that option because like the other ones are not as bad, but I actually have a listing. It's just Canada for some reason that they charge a ton. And so I have a disclaimer on the checkout page that says if you're in Canada and you don't want to possibly get dinged with a bunch of you don't want to get dinged with a bunch of import fees. Just don't do UPS because we also have global. We have Global Post now, which is this third-party company, and they batch the orders and they somehow bypass customs.
Oh, okay.
Like in terms of fees.
When I was selecting, I could have sworn I pressed USPS, but maybe I hit the wrong one by accident.
I think because UPS standard was cheaper than USPS, but I think people got it confused. So I just took it off the site because I didn't want people getting confused and then yelling at us because, UPS charged them a ton of money to import stuff.
Yeah, usually UPS doesn't charge me that much. It was just like shocker when I saw $41 for shipping. I was like, for customs. I was like, what?
Yeah, they're like money, please give me your money.
Oh, yeah. I've never had that problem with them. I mean, even DHL when I order from China, for crying out loud, it's like what, $15 for their charging, and yet
Do you know that in advance?
I think they change.
When you order something and you're in Canada, do you know in advance what everything is going to cost you, or do you get surprised?
Yeah, they usually ship it within a couple of days. I usually get an email before they ship it. Then I can run over to the government office and pay the bill right there, and they don't have to pay it. And then I get it.
Stupid. You got to pay all this extra money.
It's the custom brokerage fees. It's annoying as hell.
It's all bull. Like we pay we pay over $10,000 a year in import fees. Like
I'm in the same boat like Tim is. I pay a lot of import fees too with some of these Chinese companies that send me printers. They want me to review, and it's just like, you're shipping it through who? Oh, we're shipping it through FedEx. I'm like, yeah, no way I'm touching that thing because I know what FedEx charges and I know that they're the worst.
My whole thing is
50-50.
My whole thing is I'm getting to the point where it's like I'm just gonna start doing what the Chinese companies do and just underdeclare it, and they can all go pound sand. You
got the floor, buddy. What's going on?
Uh-oh, what is he doing?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it is so pretty.
I'm almost done with it.
Oh, nice. I like. Are those panels actually white like that, or do you got like a cover on them? Or
No, they're actually white. They're painted.
That looks pretty.
It's ACM.
That looks pretty.
With the Dune Cube?
What's that?
Are you familiar with the Dune Cube?
No.
So it's a Voron 2.4 mod.
Okay.
That basically either you replace your corner extrusions with 40/40 or you can bolt on like what I did. These are bolted on to the 2020.
That looks nice.
Curved L2040s. And you replace the single thick acrylic with two either acrylic or in my case I'm using ACM panels. So I've got double wall ACM everywhere, and then the front door is double wall acrylic. So it'll stay real hot on me.
Yeah, no, that looks nice.
And I'm using a new tool head from a group called Armchair Engineering.
That's funny. I like that. I like that name.
It's called the Archetype. So
Tim, those links you gave me don't work.
What do you mean they don't work?
They say page not found.
Yeah, I'm hearing it in chat, and I just checked. It said that
did you
page can't
paste
be
them
found.
wrong? Because I just clicked them and hang on. Did you paste them with like a trailing?
No, they're working on my end too.
What?
I think the link is bad.
Okay, Jerry, you forgot to put a space between the end of the URL and your. Something happened when you copy and paste. You see it says opens in a new tab.
Okay, I'm recopying them.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Let me try it again.
Check it out, Tim. Channel.
Try this one. I clicked on them in private chat and it worked. Try that one.
I like that.
Yeah, I see it where you did, Jerry. Look where you have it. Say at the end, you have it no space between the paste link and the actual word. So when it says open in a new chat window, you have that really close to that.
Yeah,
slash.
yeah. I was like, I know how to post a link.
Why is that showing up? Why does it say in a new tab? That shouldn't be there.
That's something on your computer. I didn't send that to you.
I didn't copy that over that way.
Well, somebody did.
No, I'm just saying. I take my mouse, I go to the back of the word filament, I hold down my left button, I highlight it all blue like anybody would. I right click, I hit copy.
My best guess is your browser's doing something weird.
Okay,
that's my best guess.
Okay, before I post it, I'll just backspace over it.
Yeah, I wish I have no idea.
Here, I know how to fix it. Okay, that one will work. Now let me do the other one the same way.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Right.
I've been having computer problems
I gotta go
lately.
myself here because the dogs need to be fed. So
Thank you.
Fine,
for dropping
leave
in
us,
5
John. I see how it is.
Well, Tim, you were supposed to be gone like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, well, I don't have to use the restroom anymore somehow. So
Well, that cup under your desk paid off.
It has.
So yeah, some of the other mods with this, the Z drives are moved to the top. All of the low voltage stuff is up top, and all the high voltage stuff is in the bottom.
Nice.
I'm running. You might be able to see it. Hold on. Make me big again.
He wants to be large and in charge.
Are you gonna blow me up?
There you go.
CPAP blower.
How loud are those? Because I heard those things are noisy.
I don't know that you're gonna be able to see anything here, but we're gonna try. Yeah.
I like the white with the teal. That's a sharp color combination.
I think I saw something.
Pretty.
It's not teal. It's like neon.
Like
green.
it's neon. It looks kind of like on my end. It looks like kind of like a seafoam green.
This was teal.
Yeah.
It looks like that new Anacubic wash and cure machine, actually, but
Yeah, that's like a teal, right?
Yeah, no, it's.
I didn't know you could own washing machines.
I was gonna say it's like mint green almost. It looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
mint
going
green.
crazy. I was like, what are you guys talking about?
Camera is what it is.
Oh, shitty cam. You got the shitty cam. I think you just need to clean it. It looks a little like the lens is a little dirty.
I don't think that's going to fix the color balance.
Oh.
he's wiping it on his shirt.
I mean, I've done that before. We got a little less blur, so that's good. Why are you guys barking? No one's here.
Well, my reading glasses, I lick them and I wipe them on my shirt. My wife goes, "You're disgusting. You should use a lens wipe."
Is that the K1 there, Zach?
Yeah.
How do you like it? I went and bought one. I got it for $379.
Yeah, that's what I got for mine too. Mine came from the factory with their really. No, the CPAP blower is very loud. They're really quiet because they have like an intake muffler.
Yeah.
The blower is really loud.
Yeah, that's what someone told me, that they're really loud.
Hold on, I gotta go let my dog out of the
Jerry, I did post, I did just make a category for just our brand of filaments, so I got all of ours in there, the Easy Choice and the Spaghetti.
Okay.
On our website, so if people wanted to browse just
Tim,
our
why don't you
filaments.
pull up share your screen for your website and talk about it and promote yourself? So people may not know.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot.
Why not?
Okay. I mean, sure. All right. I'm just gonna.
Everybody here is welcome to promote themselves and what they do that's regarding our hobbies. I encourage it.
All right, that should work. All right, so yeah, so I'm Tim. I'm with TS3D. We sell printer parts, accessories, service, firmware, filament. We do prototyping, so if you need stuff printed, whether it's one part or 1,000, we do it. We've got a lot of printers here. So this is like our main site here. So it's laid out really simple. So you want upgrades, you want filament, support, firmware. Everybody needs filament. All our filaments do work in the Bamboo AMS for Bamboo users. We also are a Polymaker reseller too. So if you just go on this page, we have stuff sorted by brand and type, and you can also just scroll and go through here. We've got a lot of cool filaments. So we have 2 lines that we have that are like our own house brand. We have our Spaghetti, which is the more fancy stuff. We have been adding like actual print samples. So you can see some of these when you mouse over. Some of these don't have print samples yet of like other than the maker coin. But you can see here we've added more print samples so you can kind of see. We got a lot of cool filaments. We got tricolors, bicolors, mattes and silks, carbon fiber filled for under $30 a roll, PETG and ABS. We've got other PETGs too, like this. You can see, these are Easy Choice, is more basic one. Still really good color, but $20 for a 1 kilogram roll of PETG.
$28 carbon ABS. What's the fill percentage on that?
What do you mean?
What's the carbon content?
I could get that from them. I actually never even asked the supplier. It prints really, really nice. I actually got photos I got to put on there that Tor printed a bunch of stuff, and he did all his Mercury 1 parts in our carbon fiber ABS. It came out amazing.
Yeah, find out. That's really useful information. Some of the carbon filaments are like 3%, and they look great.
If you're still in chat, Sam Prentice, I'll show that video clip here in 1 second.
I'm gonna send after I get off here. I'm literally gonna send our supplier a message. But anyways, but yeah, so like this is a cool one. So we've got color changing ones too. This is one called Opalescent, and this is an actual print that my brother did here. Oh wait, hang on, share this tab instead. There we go. So this is our Opalescent. This is a print he did with that. It changes colors fairly quickly. That's one of the other things too, is one of stuff that changes fairly quickly. So, and these are actual pictures of the filament. These aren't renders or anything. These are actual pictures we took of the filament.
I feel sorry for the person if you put that in their chair and it's at night and they go to sit down at the computer.
But yeah, so we've been adding more print samples. So you can see here, like this one, like we have print samples. We did print samples with our maker coin for each one, but we also are adding more objects so you can get a better idea of what they look like. So
I printed
this is
that
another
in your
one
film.
too.
Really nice matte filament.
Yeah, this was like 700 grams of filament, like 70% of roll. My brother did this actually a wine bottle holder. It's huge. He sells this on his Etsy shop. So. And the cool thing is, like, all the PLAs, the company we're using actually uses NatureWorks resin, so it is U.S. made resin, but it is all extruded in China. We do have to, and I want to point this out because some people do care about this. On every single one of our products, if you go to the additional information tab, we tell you where the product's made in, so you know where your stuff is coming from.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we recently added that. I want to say like about 3 or 4 months ago. So, but we got a lot of good stuff. Like a lot of people here, this is probably one of my favorite filaments of ours, and it's in our basic line. This is a really nice silk bronze. Caleb, Jim Edutech, Caleb over there, he did a C3PO head in this, and this is a silk bronze. It's a gorgeous filament, and the silks, even though silks in general, like Jerry was talking about earlier, they do have lower layer adhesion than regular ones. These silks actually do have really good layer adhesion. So I printed a lot of silks, and I was really impressed when we got the samples in from the supplier before we started selling this, how well their silks actually adhere. So
For people that like to print ABS, we got our Raveberry and our Electric Lime. This is a
That
really
green,
cool
green
filament.
right above. Go up one. That green's real pretty. Right up. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this is UFO. This is a green glitter, so it's like a transparent green PLA with like a glitter flakes in there. You can see it's kind of like silver glitter flakes.
Yeah.
Really cool color if you like glitters. Krista has like almost all the filaments downstairs, so she's been printing up all sorts of different ones. We got a lot of stuff, and I've got 32 new colors coming in about a month.
Cool.
So we have 38 right now. We have 38 different filaments under our 2 lines here. Also, this is one that I feel like not a lot of people know about, which is really cool. If you're looking for an ABS to do like lenses or light diffusers, we have a really nice transparent ABS. And Tori actually is using this. I got to actually print some for mine, but for like when you have lights that are in view of a camera on your printer, you'll get kind of like glare. This is really good filament for like using for like diffusers for LEDs and whatnot. So, but yeah, we also have we have auto bed leveling kits, and we make firmware for other printers that are easy to use. We do also do technical support. So if you're just having issues with your printer and you want to, be like, here, take my money, help me fix my printer. We have video chat, remote PC access set up, all that fun stuff. My background is in IT, so we've been leveraging that experience to assist our customers better.
Here's a video clip that Sam Prentice just sent me, so let me play it real quick.
That's fine. I'm done doing my spiel.
I guess
I appreciate it.
Drop test.
And this is the one that John Telling will be testing on his stream. And this is the one that John Telling will be testing on his stream.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Have a great night, my friend. See you next time, buddy.
So yeah, Tim. Bye, everyone.
Later.
What's up, Zach?
I got a story about K1.
Oh no!
So
oh no!
I took the cheap K1 bait, just like you did.
I hate where this is going already.
I picked it up from Micro Center while we were in Maryland for Earth.
I picked one up from Micro Center last weekend.
So I get it home, plug it in, and it's a DOA. The tool head board, the steppers were the stepper driver on the tool head board was mounted.
So I should probably open this and do the unboxing stream like this week then.
So here's the thing, I don't live anywhere near close to a Micro Center.
No.
There's not one here.
There's not one in. Oh, I don't want to say where you live. Sorry.
No, that's fine. The closest one is DC.
Yeah.
And I'm in Southeast Virginia.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, I'm gonna see if I can fix it before I take it back. So I take it apart, and you know how Creality does with their
Wow.
I love that door on that printer. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was looking at the printer.
I was just sorry. I got distracted. I was like, damn, son.
Guilty too.
Hey, how much have you just built me a Voron so I don't have to?
You gonna come get it?
Take my
Oh,
money.
that's true. Yeah, shipping. That's the biggest thing that sucks about printers is shipping them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, you're saying took it apart. Creality and their infinite wisdom.
Took it apart. Found the problem pretty simple. There was a solder bridge between two of the pins outputting to separate.
How the fuck did that make it past QC?
Really easy. I fixed it.
Yeah, just
the point I'm getting at is, you know how Creality likes to put gobs and gobs of glue on their connectors.
Yeah. Yep.
So
yeah.
Anyway,
just not a tiny bit.
I get it taken back apart. I get it taken apart. Everything checks out good, but the meter, I'm putting it back together, and there's no pinouts anywhere for this thing.
The solder bridges, that's a feature, okay?
So
it's not
when
a
I'm
bug.
putting everything back together, none of the pins on anything are labeled. So I do my best putting it back together, and I didn't realize, but I had reattached the connector wrong. And I grounded. Basically, I put 24 volts on a serial data line.
Oh no!
And instant smoked it. So
Damn.
This was a Sunday night, I believe, or maybe it was Sunday. So Lacey's like, I tell Lacey, this has got to go back to DC. It's like a 3-hour drive, and she's like, I'll take it back. She wanted to go to the Smithsonian Zoo. We were going to try to go on Sunday, but we couldn't get in. So she drives back up to DC and goes to the zoo and spends the day going all over the place. And Micro Center complimented us on putting everything back in the box, the correct way,
and not throwing a film full of diapers and bricks.
And they were like super easy. Took it to the car for. Really cool about it. And
that's nice. Yeah, Micro Center. I really like Micro Center. I've been shopping there for years, and that's one of the companies I have never had a bad experience with. Ever.
I wish there was one here, man. It would be
ever. It's supposed to be built and tested before shipping. That's why you only had film.
Hey Jerry. Hey Jerry. You know the QC sticker that doesn't stand for quality check. It stands for quick check.
Yeah.
So there's more to the story too.
Oh no!
But wait,
what I'm hearing is I need to finish this Sunlu up so I can get that on the bench and make sure it's not screwed up before I'm out of the return window.
The short part of the story is it's a mixed bag. So we'll get the new one home, open it up, and the new one is actually an earlier hardware revision. The other one had the new extruder design.
So I heard about that. So the question is, I don't know how to tell if you have the new one or the old one. Is that like I haven't even Googled it. So
if a magnet will stick to the lever.
Okay, that's the new one.
If the magnet will stick to it. It's the new one.
So did they have a plastic one?
No, it's like really shitty cast aluminum.
Oh,
it's Chinesium.
But they changed the design a little bit. It's more to it than just the quality of the metal. So, like right out of the gate, the first couple of prints I do with it are already under extruding.
That's what I've heard was the main problem with them.
And I'm not fighting with it. I found a guy on Colts that has a design for a replacement body that does away with the lever. And I had to do some work on getting the scale right. It was like, I printed it out of ABS, and it was like the one he did was something with lower shrinkage. So I had to tweak it, but I got it right, and now it prints great.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I saw. Like, I was like, the price is a little high when it came out at 500 something. But, like, the first one, I saw some really early ones, and they felt really cheap. And then they had one at Micro Center. I was like, this actually feels pretty good. Like, but I've heard that they did actually get their shit together with this printer. Well, like, it had an initial crappy launch, but then I do see Creality, at least on their, like, higher-end machines, they have been fixing problems for people, which they haven't really been good at in the past.
They, like the kit he's talking about. They don't have it anymore. You can't buy it anymore. It was just basically trying to get people who got in early to get the upgraded extruder kit.
Yeah.
And I missed out on that, but
I could probably find that, honestly.
If you could. So
because my plan is to I bought the printer not because I need it. My plan is to get the software overhauled, get a nice build of Clipper going where it's just Clipper, right? None of their crap, and then get all the hardware sorted out.
So the factory firmware you can root and install your own shit on, and that's in my mind that's perfectly fine.
And that's one of the reasons. Now, let me ask you this: I have not. Mine's still in the box, so I haven't looked at any electronics. Are they storing is it an SD card that everything's on, or is it like on an onboard memory?
So the control board, the main board, has the SD
like flash memory
on it.
Right, but like, where is all this stored? Is it like a soldered on chip?
Yeah, it's
okay. Because I was trying to figure out. Ideally, it'd be cool if I could like put together a pack. Like, here's all the shit to make your K1 not suck, and here's a software replacement pre-flash ready to go, so you can just drop it in.
Yeah, it doesn't really work like that.
Yeah. Well, mine's still in the box. This is just what I'd like. Ideally, it would be like the thing. Like, hey, this would be cool to do, so people. Just make it a Core XY clipper machine. That's what I want.
Have you worked with Clipper install and update helper?
Yeah. No,
So
yeah, I can set up.
somebody-
I don't use Clipper that often. I'm getting more printers now with Clipper, but I know how to use Clipper and set it up.
So, the reason I asked that is they somebody's already released a tool that functions very similar to Clipper install.
For the K1?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
K1 and the K1 Max. And what it is once you do the official rooting process, which just unlocks it. I mean, there's
Yeah,
really no need
gives
to
you
do anything different. You can do that tool to install any of the normal Clipper stuff you want.
My thing is I want to get all their cloud crap off. That's the goal, right? I want just a local device, right? That's I don't want any of their crap on it.
All of their crap is on it, but when I set it up, I didn't set it up with the cloud account. So it's never connected to the cloud.
Don't you have to pay for their service after 6 months to a year? You get it free for like a year, and then you got to pay?
I have no idea because I don't use it.
Yeah. I say Zach doesn't strike me as a guy that wants to be paying subscriptions, okay?
I don't mind paying subscriptions. I pay for
everybody
Obi.
wants
I
money
love
for
Obi.
everything. Really annoying.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah, but Creality is cloud. I don't trust their clouds. I don't. It's funny that somebody you just hate Bamboo. I was like, no, I don't like any of these printer companies' cloud crap. It has nothing to do with Bamboo. I don't like any of them. Like Creality's been trying to push their cloud stuff for years now. They had that little crappy box, that cloud print box, and like nobody wanted it. Like, I just want, and this goes with most of the stuff I own. Like, if I own it, I want control over it, right?
Yeah.
I want it to be able to function on my local network. I don't want to phone home. Like, I've had too many bad experiences where shit phones home and they push updates and I lose functionality or break something. Like, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Bamboo needs to post their firmware updates online so people can download them that don't want to use the cloud. I use the cloud.
They won't do it. They won't do it because they don't want people disassembling it.
Because people
they don't
Grant
want
can't update, and Grant needs to be able to run updates and stuff. So, and he won't connect to the cloud.
I mean, here's the thing. It's only a matter of time for someone figures out how to dump the code from the actual boards, and then it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, it's gonna get hacked. All things eventually get hacked, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. Like.
Ooh.
So it's 2 sheets. I'm missing a couple of my.
Mr. Fancy Pants over here with his 2-sheet door.
Too bad he doesn't vacuum seal it. Use vacuum to make it seal.
I've got some.
I'm assuming that's for insulation purposes, or are you just being extra? Okay.
That's the point of the point of the whole mod is to increase the ability for the machine to.
Yeah, because having that air gap, air is actually a really good insulator.
Yeah. The ACM is really super good insulator, and then
so I got the new printed solid enclosures that are made out of ACM, and I was surprised at how well those things held in heat. I was like, wow, I'm not going to have to insulate these, because we had the wood ones, and I like the wood ones, and they served as well, but I added, I like to use you can get the big wide rolls of the foil back insulation that you use on ductwork, and it works great inside enclosures because it's a foot wide. You just put it on there, stick it in, and then I use like the foil tape to tape up the joints, and it looks great and it works great. So, but hey guys, I have. Does anybody have any questions for me before I head out? Because I have to use the restroom and I got to get my stuff going.
So I was going to say, the thing with the K1 extruder, we kind of made the point I was trying to make.
You were talking about a part that you can print.
The replacement updated K1 extruder mechanism, number 1, does not exist. I can't find anywhere to get a hold of it.
I have Chinese people that can get me stuff. So
get it. If you can stock that one part, you will sell it.
Okay.
Montana Maker, I have a Uniformation GK2. You say you might have had a power surge. Plug it directly into the wall. Use a different power strip. I don't know why it's not turning on. There's
usually a fuse in the AC receptacle where your plug is. If you look, if it's usually like the receptacle, fuse, and then the switch. Check that.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I was also thinking maybe the actual power strip is now fried, and you may have to replace the power strip if it was plugged into one of those strips. basically when a power surge comes through, it can blow out the actual circuit where you press the circuit back in to reset the power bar.
Yeah, if you actually had a surge.
Yeah.
So the next thing, Tim, is if your K1 is if you're planning on printing materials where you don't need an enclosure, like PLA or whatever,
keep the top off.
You can actually download for free a guy named Nathan Builds Robots.
Yeah, I know who he is.
He designed an adapter for the K1 to be able to use like a Sherpa or an LGX Lite or whatever. And it's
Tor's in the chat. He said he loves the Sherpa. I think that's the one that he likes. I remember he just like, I made a new adapter for a multi-mount for the Sherpa Mini. I was like, what the hell is a Sherpa Mini?
That's it's basically
No, I know what it is, but like at the time I was like, what the hell is a Sherpa Mini?
Yeah, dude, Sherpa Mini's fantastic. I've got one on this machine here.
I really liked. I'm sad they didn't sell that well, but I really liked the LDO orbiters. Like the orbiters were nice extruders. I like those.
I don't think they're not selling.
No, they're
Montana Maker. If you can't find a fuse Montana Maker, contact Uniformation. And if you accidentally
the problem with the market we're in is there's like no easy way to mount them on the Creality machines. So and like the other machines. So like our market they didn't sell. So I cleared them out at cost.
That sucks.
So
you actually could have paired them with if you could have got a hold of the guy who designed the Hero Me setup. You could.
Oh, I know. What is Andrew? Is it Andrew?
Yeah. I think
he's been wanting us. He's hit me up multiple times to sell their commercial version of it, but like the amount of time it would take to like assemble those products with all the heat sets and stuff is like not worth what we would have to charge for it. You know what I mean? Like there's just a lot. You have to print everything. You have to clean all the parts up. Then you have to do the heat sets, and it's like it's a cool system, but like, geez, we have our own system that it works with. We have our multi-mount. Like mounting system that works with the Sherpa Mini, the Bontex, Titans, the LDO orbiters. Like we have tons of stuff to do direct drives, to do Bowden. So we have like our own system that's a lot more simple than the Hero Me. I use it on quite a few printers here. So
yeah,
but I appreciate the heads up. I got you on Discord and I'm in what is the one you took over that was Dan's server? Yeah, so I'll probably bug you, but yeah, no, it's at the point, and I also got another printer I bought because it came on sale was a SVO 5, for $169. I was like, shit, I can't pass that up, So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing. I don't know how long you're planning to stream, but I'm gonna go take a little break here, and then we're gonna be doing just a little hangout while I'm working on this Sunlu S8 Pro on our channel in a little while. So I'm gonna try to go live at 7. Probably be on for like an hour or two because we're gonna have a bonfire.
Shoot me an invite if you're doing like a hangout stream. I might hop on.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for having me. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you,
Jerry. Thank you, sir. And I got what's his name? Hang on, he was in the chat. Tech Jeeper, I got your email. I'll send you out your filament tomorrow at the latest. Well, not send it out, but I'll put your order in. And it'll go out on Monday. We don't ship on Saturday and Sunday. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was fun hanging out with y'all. Bye, Zachary. Bye, Ron. Bye, Zach. So
Zach
later, guys.
Zachary.
Zach and Zachary.
Yeah, very cool. And now there was 4.
Yeah, but I'm also going to hop off. It's almost. Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. Do some little.
What is it like? 1 a.m. there?
Yeah, 1:12 a.m.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was a long day. So I will see you next time.
Thank you very much for stopping. I really appreciate it. Take care, my friend.
Thank you very much, and everybody have a nice evening.
Yeah, you have a good one too.
Bye-bye.
And then there were 3, and I'm getting ready to do a raid, I think. I've been streaming for 3 hours, 17 minutes. Got 42 people watching. And it was really nice having you on, Ron. I do this every week on Twitch and YouTube. You're always welcome to come on and chit-chat and promote yourself.
You know what? It's just I had some free time today, and I'm feeling under the weather still, so figured to jump on and say hi. And I haven't been on many live streams lately, so it's nice to get back into the swing of stuff. But yeah, my channel, man, growing the channels are hard these days.
Yeah.
Especially with everybody else out there on the market nowadays. Other than that, so what it is.
Everybody watching on Twitch, I'm going to raid into Ugly Moo. Now, I tried to raid into him a few weeks ago, and the raid said it went through. And as soon as I shut everything down, I went to his channel. He was gone. He'd already raided out. So hopefully he'll still be there when the raid goes over. But we'll be raiding over with, looks like 36 people. So I'm going to start the raid now. Everybody watching on Twitch, and then we'll end it on YouTube. Thank you for all the donations. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who's been on camera with me. And I'll be back next Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Let me get this raid started. If you're on Twitch, you'll see it pop up on your screen that I got a raid going. And then we'll end the stream here in just a minute. The raid's getting ready to go. And hopefully Mo will be there. And I'll pop in a minute and say hi. So everybody have an awesome day. And thank you very much. Raiding now with Twitch. And saying goodbye on YouTube. Everybody have an awesome day. Really nice seeing you.